Hey guys, welcome to my channel, AquaStarGoddess. If you're new video, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications when I upload a video. Smash like button. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. I said thank you, goddammit. I was gonna answer the floor. So, I figured, let me go live, do a little reading, you know what I mean? Try to get a little distance between last night's video and today. Try to get a little bit of distance between last night's videos. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I know it's super late, so I know most of you guys are going to be sleeping. That's totally fine. Check this out at your convenience, at your leisure. I just want to get this message out, okay? I was just picking up on a message that somebody reincarnated with past wounds. And those past wounds could be like hindering their current love life or current love situations, you know? It's like a self-sabotaging event, everything that's going on there. Just know that. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get a good shuffle in. And with the shuffle, I'm going to be finding out some love stuff. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Subscribe, hit the bell, smash the like button. All those good little housekeeping things that you should be doing already, right? But I'm going to just help you out, you know, just let you know what to do first. Additionally, guess what I got coming in, guys? Edibles. Somebody's sending me edibles to unbox. They didn't ask me to do a review. They asked me just to do the unboxing because I was like, I don't know if I want to try products that people send to me, you know? Like, I don't know. You never know, you know? But I got edibles coming on the way. You guys remember the story I told you the first time I ever took edibles? Me and Gino were at, it was during Hurricane Irma, and we had gone up to Georgia, and we were at Gino's stepdad's house, and we were sitting watching, like, we were watching the Weather Channel. For like 2 hours just laughing at the Weather Channel. We were high as shit. And then the next time that we got high off of edibles was when I think we made our own brownies. Oh my goodness. I don't think that was the very next time. I think sometime later. Anyway, we made our own brownies. This is when the kids used this. Gino was using this serum. I don't know what the hell happened. But anyway, somebody put too much serum in there because we were high for a fucking week. I was like, never taking edibles again after that. Because it was so crazy. Like, we were trying to get home from the beach. We had gone to the beach. And everybody's, you know, high. The kids are in the back bickering. And we're on the highway. We're on 75. And I'm like, okay, it's at this point. There's a specific point on 75 where it's just like this sharp. It's not even a sharp turn. It's like a little curve. And I was like, I need everybody to be quiet right now. Because we need to, you know, we need to get through this curve. But I tell you, we took those edibles. I tell you, that time I was high for a fucking week. I was like, I am never taking edibles again. I was like, I'm never getting high again. It was ridiculous. It was like every morning I would wake up and I'm like trying to move around and trying to do the stuff, and I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't function properly. So I was just like, this is not life. This is not it. So from that point on, I don't think I've had any edibles. I don't think I've had any since. No. I don't think so. Maybe a cookie or two. But anyway, so somebody's sending me some products to unbox, so just wanted to share that with you. All right, so we're gonna get into. All right, spirit guys, lead us where you want us to go for the collective audience with love. Heartbreak. Ooh, somebody's feeling heartbreak. Who's feeling heartbreak? Don't feel heartbreak. Don't feel heartbreak. Oh no. What's going on here? Why we got the heartbreak card out here? Okay, let's see what's going on here. The Empress is in reverse. Ooh, somebody's dealing with the Empress in reverse. Ooh, she is a little demon, I guess. Then we have the Six of Wands. I think we got a feminine type energy who is just in like a dark feminine energy, and she just wants to win. And I think she's like, I'm gonna eat your soul. Okay. Damn, it's crazy. Yeah, you were being the fool. That's why. So if you're a male, a masculine right now, this is when we're talking to you. You were being the fool. Okay. And now the Tower card is here. She's gonna be shocked as fuck. She's in an imbalanced energy, but this is potentially somebody of The Six of Cups just came out and I'm so confused. I don't know why it's here. So I need another deck. Ironically, all of my decks are gone. Oh, here we go. One. I can use this one. Which is basically another version of the deck I'm already using. So it's good. It's fine. Okay, fine. Because I need to clarify why the Six of Cups is even here. That's interesting. This could mean, you know, past, something about the past. Something went down in the past. But look at this. This feminine says blown some shit up. Okay, she done blew some shit up. Because look, everything is falling apart. This nigga flying out the window. You see this nigga flying out the window? So there's an Empress who is pissed. Okay, she got this nigga flying out the window. She done blew the whole roof off. So what the hell you do? Yes, I'm asking you what you did, because ain't no reason why a woman gonna do that unless you did something, and I know this, okay? And I know this, okay? What you did. Alright? Don't even come to me with the bullshit. Eight of Wands is here. So this is communication. Oh, okay. Making a decision. Oh, okay. So I feel like you are potentially communicating with somebody of the past. Okay, and you are trying to make a decision here. The Five of Cups got you a little bit stuck, right? Like you're not sure because you got a Two of Cups situation here. You have like a situation that you want to take a leap of faith on, that you want to move towards, that you want to go towards, but you also keep it quiet. You keep it close to your chest. You don't talk about it. And it's stressful too. It's a little bit stressful because it's like so much going on around you and you feel that you can't really just do what you got to do. And I think that's what I'm looking at here. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just give a quick pause while I fix something. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. We're back? We good? Okay. I also see the Six of Wands here as well. And the Six of Wands is here twice though. Because we already had the Six of Wands come up earlier. So I feel like this is a feminine who felt like she won something. And now she's pissed off and shocked that she may be finding out that that's not the case. Oh. Keep in mind, the Three of Swords can sometimes represent three people, three energies, third party energies. So somebody been hiding their truth. Hey, Aquarius Big West. How you doing, girl? You missed my announcement, girl. I got y'all in the fish box. Wait, what? Oh, no. I got some edibles on the way. So I'm excited to, unbox those. So I'm going to be sharing those with y'all, I got some edibles coming on the way, girl. Yes. Somebody was like, we want you to do an unboxing. I've got what do you call it? THC company. I was like, oh yeah, go ahead and send them through. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and send them through. Knowing damn well I'm most likely I won't eat them, unfortunately, just because I just feel very uncomfortable when products come through. But I think I don't even know if I'll let Gino try them. I guess we'll have to just inspect them and see. Like, it'll be one of those things where we have to, can we trust this? I don't know. You guys don't know this, but I'm hella skeptical about everything. Oh, trust me. Okay, we know about the edibles, hunty. Yeah. No edibles. Why not? I guess it depends. It depends on the strength, though, because remember I told you guys before, one time we made our own edibles at the house with these little serums. Well, apparently somebody put all the serum in the thing. We were high for a fucking week. I was high for a fucking week. Okay, it was just too much. Like, I will never do that again. So, you know. You thought you was possessed. No, you didn't. Hey, Eileen. How you doing, baby cakes? How things been? Every time, don't they? And then they sneak up on you too. I think that's the worst part. That's the worst part. They sneak up on you. You just be like, oh, it's not working. You know? And then before you know it, you're like, oh, it's working. What you been doing, honey? How you been, Eileen? I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. Oh, Miami. Shoot, that sounds like fun. At this time of year, you're at the perfect time before hurricane season, so no worries. It's hot down there. It's flat, girl. Yes. I hope you have plenty of bathing suits, bikinis, and just booty shorts. Like, that's all you need, you know? That's going to be so fun. That is going to be so fun. So the Six of Wands is here. Okay, girl. I am feeling like there is a shock here. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Get the packing done. Make sure you roll it up. Roll. Okay. You're going to roll. You try to be... Your luggage packing instructions include... I'm just saying, have so much fun, though. You have to have so much fun. Like, you have to. For all of us, okay? Just because. OMG, that sounds so fun. It sounds so delicious. Okay. So, let's see. You gotta. Honestly, though, like, I'm gonna tell you, I've been looking into this thing. You know, they have this thing. It's like a vacuum seal bag where you just, like, put your stuff in there and then you vacuum seal it. So, it literally looks like it's like nothing's there. So, I'm thinking about doing that thing too, like having a vacuum sealer. One time my mother-in-law packed, right? And she comes down and whatever, and she had vacuum sealed her stuff. Boy, she pulled all kind of shit out that bag. I was like, God damn, you pulled all kind of stuff out of there. So yeah, I think that vacuum seal is either, if you don't roll, then fine, get the vacuum sealer. That's the next one. But obviously we in a crunch right now. We ain't got time for that, right? But anyway, moving back here. I feel like what I'm looking at here is that there is a masculine potential energy here who has pissed off some feminine who is in reverse, a feminine reverse, which means she's a dark feminine, or she's more of a like a kind of, she's a karmic energy, right? She's a negative karmic energy here. And she felt like she had the victory, and it looked like she thought she had the victory, or she had the victory, right? And then either somebody was fooling or like a fool. Anyway, something happened here. The Tower card is shocking. And I feel like what I'm looking at is, it's like, oh, remember there's these videos on social media, right? There's these videos, and it's always like this one person is like cheering before they get to the finish line. And then some person comes and swoops up behind them and just snatches the gold medal. And it's like, you was celebrating too soon, because you was not at the finish line. So you shouldn't have been celebrating anything. Okay, because the side note, it's always been side note, they always look like a racial situation here, okay? But I'm not gonna go there today. I'm not gonna go there. I'm doing my best job to be a little bit better about race conversations, okay? Oh no, I unplugged myself. Hold on. I'm doing a little bit better to, you know, be better about race conversations, because I realize that sometimes I might be a little aggressive on a little aggressive on the black empowerment there, you know. Anyway, it's usually something like that, okay? And then they swoop up at the last minute. They're all like cheering, like, yeah, we made it. And then somebody's like, no, you didn't. Because they slide in and win the game. And then they all, you know, looking dumb. It's okay, guys. Last night I was drinking it straight. Today I'm not drinking it straight. Okay, I got some juice. Okay? But I will tell you, this is my last hurrah. It is. It's got to be. Because this is crazy. Hey, Truly. Hey, Truly. How you doing? So, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like somebody felt like they had a victory, right? About over something or with something. And I feel like they're being shocked because they realized that they didn't. Right? And there's some communication here. There's some decision making here happening here. There's a little bit of sadness or disappointment or just trying to figure out what to do, like really not sure. But then there's a Two of Cups here, which means that there's a special type of alignment or connection or partnership there that somebody wants to take action towards. Yeah, they definitely want to take action towards that because they on a boat going towards it. Maybe this is something that they held back, whatever. It's something that they've been stressed about or thinking about or whatever. But Six of Wands is here. It's done. It's gonna be done. So that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Temperance. There's some healing that's needed. Sun card. Healing. Sun card. Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Passion, fire. Oh, you just let the bar, hunty. You just let the bar. Okay, girl. Oh, shoot, we need to make sure you save. You're gonna be safe, honey. Be safe, girl. Justice card. So that's justice, huh? So that's an interesting thing that this is actually justice. Because look, the Justice card comes out. Three of Wands. Something somebody's been waiting for. Strength card. King of Wands. Wow. What is going on here? The Strength card. I feel like there's a situation here where somebody's kind of been preparing for, working towards, you know. This could even be just a situation where somebody wants to just move out of a situation or a place, away from something or someone potentially, or just move to a different place. They want to get out of a specific place. And maybe it has been a long, hard, cold road. And now it's like finally getting to the victory spot. Finally getting there. After a lot of hard work and dedication. Okay, a lot of hard work and dedication. A lot of stress. A lot of strife. Having the preparation, the discipline to save and get to where you need to go. That's what's happening here. Hey, Coco. How you doing, honey? How things going? So I think that's what's happening here. I think somebody is moving or going somewhere, and they might be just, it may have been like a quiet thing that they really weren't talking about a lot, but they were really working hard to kind of do this, take this leap of faith. This might even be somebody who's moving to another state even. It's victorious with the Six of Wands here, okay? It all works out. All is well. But this is supposed to be about love. And the Lovers card just shows itself to me. It's about the lovers. So, is this... Tell me more about the Lovers card. Two of Cups. We got two of Cups here in this pool. We also have the Six of Cups and the Lovers card, which now means that we have a very soul-connected type of vibe here going on here. This is a very strong vibe, strong connection here. With the Temperance card letting me know that there's some healing that's going to be done here between lovers. Lovers are going to be healing. Maybe you have a lover and you're going to be healing. There's going to be some reconciliation. I'm just saying, it's some reconciliation happening here. It is definitely reconciliation here. It is healing. It is doing things in the moderation. It is looking each other in each other's eyes, talking about what you need and what you want. Yeah. Taking the opportunity to hear and listen to your partner. I feel like you guys are very intent about this too. It's intentional too. It's very intentional. It's very intentional, which means that you guys are taking your time to really focus, you know, on what's needed in order for this to work out. That is beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Oh yeah, y'all are like really talking it out. Cause look, we got two of Cups here. This is y'all coming together. It's like, nope. Me and my boo about to work things through, okay? We got the Fool card here twice. The Six of Wands here twice. Okay. So there's a lot of passionate energy, I feel. Passionate vibes. We got the Temperance card here twice as well. So it's like double the energy. This is double the fun. Double the energy. So I feel very much so like this is somebody who is coming together with your love, and you guys are going to be healing things. Tremendous healing. It's going to be a lot of tremendous healing here. Almost to the point where it's like maybe you guys are going beyond what you even would have thought you could go. What does that mean? Let's get some clarity on that, because, you know, tell me what's the outcome here, Spirit? What is the outcome here with this situation? Stability. Temptation. The Devil card here. Stability. Ace of Pentacles. Clarity. So it looks like you guys are gaining some clarity for sure. But I also feel like you guys are really working through the things that you need to work through, your own issues, okay? So that is, for instance, last day of drinking, okay? After tonight, no more drinking, okay? That's done. Nobody got time for that, okay? So, at least for a while anyway, right? But yeah, working through your own issues, your own addictions, your own, you know, working through those coping mechanisms and really finding techniques that can help you through difficult times or difficulties or your thought processes and everything. So I think that's what we're seeing here. Hey, a little piece of heaven on earth. Are you doing personal reads today? Sure. So yeah, I feel like you guys are really taking some time to really like comb through your coping, your mechanism. Hey, Coco. How you doing, girl? What you doing? I feel like this is really working through it also. I'm also getting energy, interestingly enough. Keep in mind, the Devil card is here with the Lovers card and all that. So this is a strong indication that you guys are bound. You guys are bound to be together. It's like destined, it's like fate. It's like you guys are answering the call. You guys are answering the call and clearing up all clarity. There's no more clarity here as well. I'm getting a lot of repeating messages here, by the way, which makes me feel like don't go anywhere. Like this is on both sides, on both ends. The feeling is mutual. That's what I'm getting, mutual. Mutuality. That's wonderful. So, $10. And I feel very much like you guys are really working some things out here. Really taking the time, really determined to work things out, really determined to find comfortability with one another, really determined to find peace with each other, really determined to find like common ground. That's it, common ground, which is really good. You guys are finding common ground. This is wonderful. Listen, I get it. Sometimes you go through shit, you know, with your partner, and you know, sometimes it's like, I don't want to see your face. Then you miss your partner and you want to be closer, you want to talk more, you want to connect more, or you want to spend more time, more quality time. And so you find a way to compromise, to work it out. And you guys remember, Eartha Kid was like, compromise. Who wants compromise, right? And I get it. Also, Eartha, thank you, Auntie, Grandma, Eartha. We get it. We do. But also, it's looking like it's both sides. You know, it's looking like both of us are making choices to come towards each other and meet in the middle. And that's the difference here. Whereas maybe sometimes you are extending your arm, you know, beyond the 50%, or they're extending their arm beyond the 50%. At this point, you guys are meeting in the middle. That's a good place. That's a good place. You're meeting in the middle this time. And I really feel like that's going to be a very healing for you all. You guys are going to have a lot of healing with that, because you guys are willing to heal and to work through and to, you know, meet each other halfway. And work on what and communicate about it as well. I think this is beautiful to be able to communicate about whatever it is. You know, hey, listen, sometimes you don't know what your partner is okay with because you don't ask. You know, when you ask, when you say, when you talk, when you ask, when you question, when you kind of inquire about it, you can find out more information. Okay, babe. Yeah, bear with me. I'm kind of wrapping this up. Actually, it's wrapping up a lot faster than I thought it would. But because it's such a almost poignant, very clear, concise message, you know, this is a very clear, concise message. There is a couple that is working some shit out. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna work it out. The lover's gonna figure it out. They're gonna heal, and they're gonna work together, and they're going to communicate with each other. For so many reasons, but for starters, just the stress that it feels like, you know, not being able to communicate with you properly. It's stressful, you know, or not being able to spend time, quality time with you when I really want to. It's stressful, you know. This is beautiful. Look at y'all maturing and shit. You know what I mean? Like, look at y'all getting mature. I love it. I love it so much I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, but I really want to. This is so beautiful. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are working this out. You guys are communicating and talking to each other. You guys are respecting each other's communication points and words, and you're respecting each other's needs, right? You gotta respect it. You're respecting each other's boundaries, okay? You gotta respect it. You are really going the next level. It's like you guys are healing, massive healing here happening here. It's a massive transformation happening here, and I feel it could be because of this 10 of Wands. This was really keeps poking out to me. I feel like that's why. The stress of it all, or the burden, rather, that you may feel. Yeah. Somebody, there's a burden here that you may feel by not being on good terms or not being in alignment with your partner, and it's just throwing you off a little, you know? So you guys are gonna work this out, okay? Y'all gonna talk, and y'all gonna really talk this time. It's not no bullshit like you screaming at each other or half listening or over talking or almost purposely not understanding. You know what I mean? Like, this is great. You are really talking this out and really talking this through. There's a lot of healing that's happening here. It's a good thing. I love it. Aww. This is wonderful, guys. Hey, Ivory. The long distance sucks, but I'm loving learning my man in new levels. Ah, isn't that cute? Isn't it the wonderful things of the world? Like, look at me. Delusional love, hunty. It's not delusional for real. It's just, you know, it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. So I need you to do a makeup video of Aqua. What? Seriously? I didn't really feel like, I don't feel like I killed it today. I really don't feel like I killed this look. I just feel like I just did like, there's so many things that I'd be like, about this look. But I also didn't have my, I didn't have my contour today. So I really literally only had the brush. So yeah. But I might, you know, you're right. I need to do one. And as a matter of fact, I actually had recorded myself just putting this makeup on. Didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. Not a goddamn thing. I was just putting makeup on. So I might be able to make that work. Might be able to make that work. Another thing I got for you, if you guys are interested in makeup, I have a gift card opportunity for you guys. You can get a $500 Sephora gift card, but you got to enter though. It's like a contest type of thing, or like a sweepstake thing where you got to enter your information. They have a form and all that shit like that. Hi. What's up? So it's $500 for that, and then also there's a $500 opportunity for like Starbucks, a Starbucks gift card, and then I got multiple of them actually. So I have like a whole page with various different offers that if you guys are interested in, I will get you guys a link if you want to do that.
As you clear energy for Eileen's question, you want to discuss about last night?
Oh,
we just heard a beautiful reading about people communicating and not talking over each other and listening. And I want to congratulate those folks.
Right, because last night I was being very rude and very not what I wanted to be. Very not ladylike. I didn't want to be like that. I drank.
That's not where I was going.
Well, where were you going?
Go ahead. I mean,
where were you going then? I'm confused.
It's just a segment.
Well,
how the fuck? I want to give my wife some nice things. So how do I want to get carded?
You have to enter. You have to go and.
How do I enter?
I gotta get the link for you guys, okay? Here, actually, I got a link page here. It's a link me page. Now, this is not my AquaStarGoddess stuff. This is my other platforms. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but I've got like, maybe like 5 different brands online, okay? So like.
You're like a superhero.
I'm not a superhero at all.
You got a secret identity. That's a superhero.
Secret identity.
Superhero. I'm sorry. I watch a lot of superhero movies and I always got a secret identity.
Shut up. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to post this, I guess, in my... What do I do? I'll just make a community post in case you guys are interested. That's just in case you're interested. You know, obviously, if you're not interested, it's no biggie. But...
Talk about it.
Okay, here we go. Gift card offers. And I think I need to give you guys a better page, actually. Let me give you a better link, because this is link me. .com/ I think this is offer page. Yep. Page. Okay, let's try this link. I think that's the link. Don't quote me. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. The cute video. But you just have to get the first link, not the second link. This is gonna take you to the video. You don't want to do that. So let me see if I can do this again. Let's see if I can edit it. And at least put this. Oh, that's why I didn't do the first thing. Anyway, So I apologize about the time that I'm taking to figure this out, but you know, also I can't sit here and tell y'all about an offer and then not give y'all the goddamn link. That don't make no sense. I think that's the link right there. All right, let me try it so we can get on to the readings if you guys are interested in your readings tonight. Yeah, okay, so this is one of the pages. So there's two different setups for this page. I finally went ahead and created one with the images and stuff like that, but as you can see, it's like multiple offers here. So you can, if you want to, you can do each of these offers. These are US offers, by the way, and the only one that has a limit is the Maybelline. So like, if you want to be a makeup tester for Maybelline, then you'll want to quickly, like, you want to apply for that fast.
The importance of marketing. Hold on.
The what?
The importance of marketing. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. That was her ad.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't never use makeup in my life, but
But you know.
I know. That's
right. You know their tagline and their brands. So anyway, those are available for you guys if you're interested. Like I said, it's a $500 gift card for. There's a couple of offers. There's one for Sephora, $500. There's another one for Starbucks, $500. You can apply to become a makeup tester for Maybelline. Another one, they got a $750. I have a $750 Cash App, money through Cash App, or even $1,000. But keep in mind, these are all like, it's like a you enter to win. So it's like it's a random choosing of whoever wins, right? So it's a giveaway. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it's a giveaway. Okay, so just know that. So it's not like you're guaranteed to get the money. Okay, don't just be like, Aqua line. Don't do that, because y'all know damn well I ain't gonna do that. Okay. So anyway, I posted that for you guys if you're interested. Moving forward, because I kind of got distracted there. Anyway, I feel great about this message here. I feel it's very beautiful, healing for a couple that needs it. Okay, and they want it. They want this healing, and so that's the beautiful part that I can see. I see that you guys have a strong connection, a very strong connection, and you guys love each other, and you know that's very important. Okay. You were saying something about this reading, and you wanted me to kind of.
I want to say congratulations to him.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see here then. Hey, Saran, welcome. Maybe it's Maybelline. Ivory says, "Hey, Ivory. Hey, trouble woman. Your nails are beautiful. Thank you." Confirmation about what? Oh yeah, I sent it. Let me post it over here for you guys. I gave you guys the cute page, and actually maybe I should send you guys to the page where you guys give me your email on that list specifically. That way, if I get offers in the future, additional offers, yeah, let me send you guys to the page where you put your email in too, because if I get different offers, like I have Sephora right now, I have Maybelline right now, I have Starbucks, and I have Cash App. But other people might decide to have this sweepstakes, and if I have it available, I want to make sure you guys can get, you know, first dibs on it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Yes. Right now, it's on the community. Okay, so Aquarius Bay West said, don't worry about it. It's in the community tab. Don't be posting no more links, Aqua. Focus on the cards. I know, because I know y'all want these messages, right? Because these messages are so gorgeous. They really are, okay? There's a healing happening here, okay? There is a truth-speaking session happening here. There is an opening session here. There is a acceptance speech going on here. It's all sorts of beautiful, wonderful things here for a couple, okay? I have the Two of Cups here twice. I have the Temperance card here twice. Yeah, beautiful things. Beautiful, very beautiful messages here. Very beautiful. Okay, so let's clear these up. And then I guess that's the end of the message. Real simple, you know. So it's something that you guys have been preparing for sure. All right, so who is up first? Let's go ahead and get into your personals. I am going to clear the energy. Let me see if I can find the smudge stick somewhere here. No. Okay, nothing. And I don't have a lighter either, so that's wonderful.
Do my job. relax drinking and smoking and shit. Like, you can't hear what the boss said? You wonder why you get cussed out?
I was tripping last night, y'all. I was. Let me just tell y'all first off before y'all go to thinking that AquaStarGoddess be acting like this all the time. No, I do not. Last night I was drinking vodka straight with a straw, no chasers. There was no juice, no drink, this straight vodka. So that's what happened last night. Okay, I was fucked. I didn't realize I was fucked up until it was too late. Matter of fact, it was too late the next morning because I didn't know what the hell I was doing until this morning. Okay, so yeah, just know that. Okay, you're very welcome. Oh wait, so I'm in a competition right now. Cover girl. Oh, go for it. Well, get hired then. Where you get this from?
I got my sources.
Oh, can you grab that Palo Santo then in there on the table? Appreciate you. Thank you. A little jackpot section here.
Maybe instead of curse words, I'll get kind words now.
I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, shut up. Shut up, Gino. And then I was talking about Kanye West. I think I was just saying it. What I was really trying to say was that we know who Kanye West has been. So to pretend that he wouldn't say some crazy off the wall shit is just kind of crazy. And I'm not saying he's right because I don't feel like he's right. That's never what I was saying the whole time. But it's just a matter of we have to stop pretending that we can't expect a reasonable amount of foolishness to come from certain people. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? And Gino was just like, you think Kanye was okay? I was like, I never said he was right, first off. Nor was I trying to imply that. But also, what I'm trying to really say is just that stop pretending that you are appalled by what Kanye might do or say, because you know he's prone to some off-the-wall shit. That's it. Voting is still open. Share the link, Ivory. Share the link, honey. You got to share the link, babe. Share the link in the comment down here so we can all, go and vote for you, okay?
Poachers in your cup.
Yeah, that's branding right there. That's what branding does.
Jingles.
It's the taglines.
I'm gonna rebrand myself as Jingles Gino. I'm gonna be the nigga that come up with all the new shit.
I used to do that, you remember?
I know, that's
remember when I used to do that? That's crazy.
That motherfucker. Shaquette Taylor.
Oh, that shit popped on. Wasn't it hard as hell? She was riding up.
Around and playing that shit with family functions and shit.
You're right.
I got my own theme song, nigga. What the fuck you mean?
For real though, but like they still contact me when they want stuff done. Like,
exactly.
Her husband reached out to me like 2 weeks ago and was like, "Oh, can you do blah blah blah?" I was like, "Yeah, no biggie."
That's exactly why.
Shaquette Taylor. Boy, I bet you're right. Like, you are so right. She used to ride around bumping that shit, like pulling up and shit at the at the park family reunion, like you said.
Yeah, where you get that from? She started playing your EP and shit, and new singles. Yeah, I got in on the ground.
Funny.
I got in on the ground floor with this one.
Okay, Eileen, it is your turn, baby. So after you said he was a Gemini, I left to check his chart. Girl, but so here's the thing. I think I just was speaking, you know what I mean? Like first off, I was fucked up. Like, let's be clear. I was drinking vodka straight. No chasers. It was just straight vodka. Through a straw, okay? So that's last night, okay?
You had an issue with me. I could have said, the sun is bright and the sky's blue.
And I'd be like, shut up, Gino.
Listen, at night,
no, literally. And the thing is, when I went back and watched that video, other day. I was like, oh my God, like this is so crazy. Like, because the reality is that apparently I was really feeling some kind of way about Gino. Like, I was just like, you are getting on my nerves. Like, I'm not hearing nothing you gotta say. So, you know, I discovered, I was like, I got something to work through there. There's something I got to work out there.
Maybe it's not you though.
No, it's me, because there's no, because I was like cutting you off and all sorts of things. So there's definitely something I have to work out.
That's a build up
with you. It could be a build up. It absolutely could be, but still, I still have to work it out. You know. So anyway, so first off, he is a Gemini, but that don't mean that he should be able to just be saying all kind of crazy stuff.
Ask your collector what they know about Leos.
What do you guys know about Leos is what Gino wants to know.
They are self-centered son of a bitch. Assholes. That's what they are. You're a Leo, ain't you?
Is that what I said?
Basically.
Oh no, he's not gonna let me live any of that down.
Now go ahead and go to Island. I'm sorry.
He's not gonna let me live any of that down. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. You know, first off, this is what you guys don't know, but when I get super, super drunk, Gino calls me Erlene. So last night, that was Erlene. Okay, I want y'all to know that. That was Erlene for sure. Okay, I didn't Earl, but you know, I did.
Oh, no, you Earl.
I definitely was Erlene. I didn't Earl, but I was definitely Erlene.
You said, you talking about Kanye? Yeah.
Aquarius Babe was like, I wanted to know his moon sign. What did you find out?
You said, you talking about Kanye? You talking about Kanye?
No, here's the thing.
Oh, he was like, the kids do look retarded. And Kanye is a Gemini, and he is Jesus. I was like, damn.
But you know, I want to say this one thing though. Here's probably one of the reasons why I do that though is because I know that when his mom died, that was a big thing, and I knew that was an industry call. So that's the reason why I defend Kanye a little bit more, because that put him over the brink. Like that literally low key made him go a little crazy, right? So that meant that he was not expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people in the industry, you'll see them have a little thing going on with their family passing away or whatever, and it's almost like they're expecting that. Kanye was never expecting his mom to go. And he lost it a little bit after that. And so I felt like
What?
I just felt like
when he lost his mom, he lost himself.
Yes.
That's the best thing. Everybody got somebody in their life that if they lose that person, they lose themselves. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. So I understand crash out Kanye.
Yes.
I really, really do.
Yes. And I think he sometimes may fall in and out of that. And that's just the reality of what I see. You know, what I saw was a man who unexpectedly lost his mom, and it put him over the board. Like, it put him off the brink.
Years ago. This nigga's talking about people's sons and daughters being retarded, and he's Hitler and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, first off, I'm not saying it's okay, but I do want to throw in a caveat real quick. What happens if he finds out who the players are with his mom passing away, though? Like, what if it wasn't just what if it wasn't natural? It was more of a
Jewish doctor. They did it on a Jewish holiday.
Based on someone's orders.
Yeah. They was Jewish too, so it would all make sense, actually.
I don't know. I
don't have my tinfoil hat on the nightstand, but it is pretty.
Okay, Eileen, come on, girl. Let me see. So, what are thoughts, feelings towards me? Is she interested in pursuing something romantic with me? All right, let's find it.
There's a whole song about her name.
Who?
Eileen. It's spelled different though. Never heard that. Can I play it while you do the reading?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if she knows even the song with her name in. She said, "Come on, Eileen." Is that what it's called? Leos are compassionate and they love hard. Of course they do. My mom plays it all the time. I'm tired.
She said she's tired of it. She said don't play
your mama, not me.
She said turn the song off, man. Turn the fucking song off, goddammit. Before you make me punch somebody in his head.
I do not want my reading under these circumstances.
She said turn the goddamn song off, honey. I heard it already. I don't want to hear it no more. No.
I'm sorry.
Go on and let it go. Okay. You thought you ate with that. That's what she said. He thought he ate with that. No, you did not, sir.
That is not it. I'm glad we all gonna understand it.
That is so funny. Girl, look, here's what I'm getting. I feel like maybe you guys kind of like had a loss of passion here for a second. And there was some sort of cutting off, or maybe just some stern energy, like just kind of being a little bit stern and firm. But I also think that there's a little bit of like mental, what's the right word? What are you going to put on next?
Oh, got you, nigga.
As long as it's not 1994. That's not what I'm saying. That's you went right to what I was about to say. Not as long as it's not that.
Can I breathe? Can I live my life?
Yep.
I'm about to play rule of thumb.
8 of Swords is here with the Judgment card. So this is like feeling stuck or trapped in some thought process. I feel like I feel like this is more of like it's like a limbo state. It's not really like feeling trapped, but it's more like a limbo, a state of limbo. And then the Judgment card is here because there's a decision that has to be made. And also I feel like this is a little bit of like, maybe there's a bit of a prayer that needs to be answered. Why is he like looking at me intently and shaking his head like, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Hey, Dragon Rider. Dragon Legs. Hey, Dragon Legs. I want to apologize once again if you're just tuning in, guys. I'm apologizing for my behavior last night. It was unacceptable and not approved. Okay, but Earlene came out last night because I was drinking vodka straight, no chasers. Okay, so I just want to be clear with you all. Okay. Earlene was here last night, all right? She was in full display, all right? Okay.
What's wrong with this one? I'm not even trying. I'm not looking at you. I'm not shimmying nothing. No Diddy in this household. I asked you for the song like 3 days ago. You never played it. That's for here. Bass. Act like I played Mac Dre, Fizzle Dash or something. On to the next one.
Yes. Thoughts, judgments, decisions needed to be made. The Queen of Pentacles is here. Right next to the Two of Cups. Wow, look at that turn of events. This is a turn of events. Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. I think maybe this is that the decision will be that you guys have a long-term connection in the future, potentially. That's surprising, honestly, because it was looking grim for a second, wasn't it? Like, goddamn, I don't want to even tell Eileen before she go to Miami and shit that the relationship ain't looking good, but it's looking okay.
You're welcome that I changed energy with the music.
Yeah, because that first song you put on, she was like, I don't need to hear it. She was like, my mama play it all the time. I'm good. I don't need to hear that. I'm tired of that song.
Come on, Eileen. She's like, I'm here.
So we're doing $10 per question, Cimarron, if you're interested. So I've always known I also like women, but I've never pursued it. Wow, that's interesting. Listen, this is a new turn of events now. When did you start actually? Yes, you can super chat.
Cheers to new experiences.
So Eileen, when did you kind of start exploring this? Oh wait, let me my spa music. Aquarius Big West says, I like Aqua spa music though.
I'm not about to say that about a loyal subscriber, so I'm gonna shut up. I hope my music improves.
He's gonna keep playing his music. He's not gonna talk shit about Aquarius Bay West because you're a loyal subscriber.
I'm not about to say nothing. Let me play this for her then.
Huge news. You can get a sun for just $3. Wait, I said son of.
It's a little disturbing, I think.
Bacon eater is $3. Thank you.
Not dragon licks. Dragon legs.
Yo, can I hear this record by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock?
Hey man, you sure you want to hear this, man?
Don't get up and dance when you start hearing this. Okay? It's natural. You won't get up and dance when you hear. Come on, get up and do the walk.
They said we got love for you, Gino, but turn the music off. God damn it. I added that extra last part. I added the extra part, so she just said we love you.
That's it.
My mom always starts like, you know, this is my mom's joint right here.
Why you dating me and shit? Like
what?
Like I'm an old ass dude. Like I'm playing shit.
I didn't date you. This song reminds me of my mom.
I'm just saying you make me sound like I'm an old head.
Yeah, before I knew you, this song was my mom's jam. Like so I don't know what you talking about. This is my mom's jam, so you can play it all you want, but you know. What? I'm letting y'all know this is my last hurrah on these drinking. Like they got to go. I was like, I got to lose this. This ain't gonna work for me. This ain't gonna work for me.
Some songs real quick. So we about to do a little infomercial real quick.
I really don't know how that works as far as like the currency exchange, Simran, but
this is
whatever works. I don't know how that happens.
To the alcohol.
I'm basing it on $10 US, but you know. What?
This is dedicated to Early and what she likes to drink. It's the end of the road.
Yeah, it's the end of the road. Early, no, we can't be doing all that. That's the one.
Remember we did a live.
I'm not trying to be a better person. I can't be doing that.
Like the end of the road shit.
Huh?
Remember we did a live and somebody was talking about their problems and we kept on playing end of the road.
Was that the day we were addressing trolls?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So let me see here. Can you turn that down some though? Because I need to pay attention. So let me see here. So I love her. She's truly amazing, and I think about her all the time. Aww, that's so sweet. I love that. I've always liked women since I was a child. Like I didn't have feelings for just men. But... Yes, thank you. Okay, well, you know, I wish you nothing but love and success in that path, if that's gonna work, you know. Okay, so I've always known this. I think that's what holds both of us back to some degree. What? I missed that part. What do you think it is that's holding you back? What's cracking? Well, I was on one last night. I was on hell.
This is dedicated to Eileen.
I was on hell last night. Like literally, I was like, "Shut up, Gino." I was like, "Oh my god!" When I watched it this morning, I was like, "Oh." That's not who I want to be. That's not me. That doesn't represent me. So we haven't come out to our parents. Ooh, see, that's the thing. You know, I will say this, and I will tell you this just from my perspective, right? When my daughter came out, I was like, I was a little sad just because I was like, well, that means I'm not gonna have any grandkids. Like, you know what I mean? What about my grandbabies? But also, it was just like, okay, like, yeah, Eileen, how old are you guys? Both of you. But I will say that when my daughter kind of like expressed that, it hurt a little bit because I was like, well, that means that I'm not gonna have any grandkids for my daughter, and like, you know, But then it was more so like, okay, look, I can either, you know, try to oust my daughter or like get rid of you, like you can't be in my life, or I can just love my daughter for who she is regardless, and support her as much as I can. I'm 24 and she's 23. Okay, 24 and 23, so that's good ages. So
she said she felt like that since she was a kid and she never came out to her parents, so she been hiding some shit for a minute.
Yeah,
like that's gotta be painful.
Yeah,
it's gotta be painful.
Yeah.
And she's scared to...
Gino wants to know, are you afraid to come out to your parents? So, oh, it's a religion thing. Oh yeah, no, it's a religion thing. Ooh. Yeah, that's the religion thing is always
fire and brimstone. You are going to hell. Let me go and practice that for you. But mom, this is what you're gonna say when your mom said you're going to hell. You're not supposed to know. Say, mom, you're not supposed to be playing Hello Eileen. That's rock and roll. Rock and roll is the devil. I watch movies where they say that. So it's bullshit. All that's just bullshit. Love who you love.
I don't know if you want to say that to your moms though. Like,
I guess
but I get it is a good point though.
Eileen, is your mom
It is a
white?
good point though. You know,
my mom's white. I can say that shit to my mom.
Oh yeah, yeah. I couldn't. Those are the types of things. My mom would smack the shit out of me. Like, my mom would throw. Nah, it'd be over.
Where do you even get the lawnmower to throw at me, mom?
Right, like
we're in the kitchen right now. You just hit me with a lawnmower.
Yeah, no. So you still talk to your mom crazy like a white kid?
I never really talked to my mom like that though.
But you can.
I'm just saying, my mom trying to swing on me like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's cool.
Well, I mean,
like my mom is.
You were saying shit like that.
I wasn't saying shit.
It's the only way I understand it, but maybe that's dysfunctional. So, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know.
My mom kicked me out at 16. Like. I was a badass kid, so my mom, when I was like 15,
she said my family's Mexican.
Oh shit! Oh, they Catholic.
Ooh, they Catholic.
They got a couple pictures of Jesus.
Oh, they got these the ones they got the goddamn crosses in the corners of the goddamn ceiling. It's like on every corner of the ceiling there's a cross. Yeah, Santeria.
Tell her learn that word, say that.
Santeria.
Like, you're not gonna treat me like that, mom. I know who.
Santeria?
Yeah.
You think her mom doesn't know Santeria?
She does. She gonna be like, hey. She gonna have to reconsider how she's treating her daughter. They believe in that shit.
Yeah, they do.
You're not gonna curse me, mom. I will get.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ron. We're gonna get right to you. So that as is a. It's safe for me not to come out at this point.
They said what? Not to come
safe
out?
For me not to come out at this point.
It's safe?
For me not to come out at this point.
Santeria.
Shut up. You gotta understand, Santeria is hidden inside of Catholicism.
Exactly.
So the mama already knows Santeria. So you can't threaten your mom with Santeria.
If she's threatening her, talking about she's going against God, she's not supposed to be listening to Come On Eileen and playing it for her.
Listen, people make all sorts of allowances, except for when it comes to homosexuality
and Santeria.
And except for when it comes to homosexuality or
I feel that and my heart goes
what
out.
else is it? Because there's a couple. There's homosexuality, maybe murder, but they literally most religions put those two like side like.
The funny thing about that religion is
side by side.
You can cheat on your wife on Monday, and come Sunday you be like, "Dear Father, I have sinned. I've had sex with my mistress 3 times." He'll tell you, he'll be like, do 3 Hail Marys.
You hold no bars. I can tell you that now.
This is the religion. This is like real life. They were like, do 3 Hail Marys and you are forgiven. A man in a booth that can see you that you can't see him will tell you what you got to do to get right with God. He will say, "You cheat on your wife this week. You need to do 3 Hail Marys." You don't know this?
Yeah, it's not that. I'm just. My drink just hit me. So. No, it ain't that.
For real, like
Eileen said facts. You got it? Okay, so let me go back here. So here's the thing. You know, I will say this just to encourage you, Eileen. I will say this: the Native Americans, and we can call them indigenous the Afro-Indigenous, because that's what they were, right? Anyway, I'm just not gonna go there because I know a lot of people might be offended by that, but the truth is the truth. Okay, we're not gonna keep lying. We're not gonna keep lying. Okay, all right, on stolen land. Okay. The Native Americans believe that a woman who could like express her either like her masculine energy was considered like a special thing, because she could recognize, basically she could like combine her feminine and her masculine energies, and she could recognize that within herself. Another thing we talked about, and I know that this doesn't seem like similar, it makes sense, but the reason why is because sometimes those converging of the energies and same-sex connection or desire. I want to say it the right way without offending you. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Okay, I don't know the right terms. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to encourage you that actually in like indigenous cultures, it wasn't considered the worst thing. It was actually accepted in indigenous cultures because of the fact that it was not common, but it was kind of a thing where you were able to divine in multiple energies, not just one energy. You could divine in the masculine energy and a feminine energy, by the way.
As a parent, what's the more difficult one? Your son coming to you and saying he gay, or your daughter? Or is it the same?
I think it might be the same, just because.
As a man, it's easier for my daughter to come to me and say that than probably my son.
Yeah, but as a woman, I expect children from my daughters.
So I'm saying, that's why I was asking you that. Was it like
I expect maternal? I expect maternal girls. I expect maternal children. But if that's not to happen, then that kind of makes me feel uncomfortable a little bit. But it's fine.
I think my whole shit changed. I made me feel a certain way before I knew, and then it was our parents and how they reacted, what they thought. I was like, nah, that's my daughter, regardless of who she was.
Oh yeah, my mom was like, she just needs a little.
Yeah,
she just needs Jesus. Like she didn't say Jesus, but basically she was like, oh, she just needs a little prayer or something like that. I'm like, Mom, like if my mom was trying to hook her up with dudes and all this sort of stuff, and it just didn't work out like that. I'm just like, Mom, look, like I love you and I appreciate that, because you know, at least we have to give it a try, you know, but also I don't want to alienate her. I don't want to alienate her. And so that was really the most important part for me, is I don't want to alienate my daughter, you know.
So just think about that when you come out. That your mom's not going to want to alienate you. So it might be a tough conversation, but
maybe we need to do some visualizations on this before you start, you know, before y'all
conversations in the mirror on what way the direction you can go, and you could have a response for anything.
I feel like we should work on law of assumption for a couple months before you make the move to come out. Like, I think if we start now, by Christmas, Thanksgiving, we could really have some good visualization work going on there, and maybe your parents may be like, oh, we knew already, you know, because sometimes that's how it be. Sometimes your parents be like, we already knew. We knew when you were 6 years old and you touched this happening there. Because listen, my youngest son is definitely into older women.
Yeah.
We knew when he was 6 years old, rather. You know? So sometimes your parents know things that you don't think they know. And so, you think you coming out and they already knew. They just waiting for you to feel comfortable.
So she's saying if YT or TY, whatever the name was, is a black person, the time is not gonna be Juneteenth. You're gonna need like some training and visualization.
Wait, what? I missed something. What?
You said if we do.
Okay, so we're gonna have you up next, okay?
If we do the laws of the assumption, and you say it's gonna take some while, maybe by Thanksgiving, maybe by December, I'm saying, well, what if the person that she's in love with is black, and she want to say it on Juneteenth? That's not gonna be.
Now hold on. Now we need a little clarity now, because I hope that if we got double situations here, we need to know. So like if you first off, because what I'm saying, double situations, like if she's Mexican and she brings a black person home,
Nah,
that's like, hold on, wait a minute, that's a lot.
Well, if it's a white, I think if it's a white person, it's still a problem.
Okay.
So what's the next?
I don't think it's as much a problem if it's a white person. But we gotta ask her, like,
Eileen, what is it?
Eileen, what is it, right? But then also, we have the whole, same-sex thing going on there. So there's a whole thing. We gotta like plan for this in double time. Anyway, I think you guys both feel good about each other. I really do. I think you guys feel good about each other. You guys will have stability in the future. You have that for sure. I do think there's some apprehensions about abandoning this connection because of what we're talking about now. But let's get through that for the moment. So I would love visualizations. Good. So that's the thing too. I think she kind of knows because she's asked me about it when I was younger, but she also says after that, I'm banished to hell if that were to happen.
Oh,
no. No.
Sorry.
That's why we're going to do this law of assumption stuff, okay?
No, we go. You know what?
We're going to do this law of assumption stuff because reality is.
We're going to have a group chat. We all going to be sitting
And we're
there.
going to shame her mom?
No, we're not going to shame her mom, but her mom's not going to shame her.
What do you mean?
Because if we all there on live.
Well, if we shame her mom and be like, you shouldn't be like, she'd probably be like, fuck all y'all.
That's fine.
Hardcore Catholics don't give a fuck. They'll banish everybody. Like, what are you talking about?
We're going back to the original plan. As soon as she shames, you say, Santeria.
We're not going to threaten her mom with Santeria. Like, it don't even make sense. You gotta threaten somebody who do Santeria with voodoo. You gotta threaten them with voodoo. You gotta be like, oh, we're gonna do voodoo.
She's threatening her for being her.
You gotta threaten her with voodoo, not Santeria.
So ain't it the same thing?
No, it's not the same thing. Voodoo is older and more potent.
So they're not scared of that, huh?
They scared of voodoo.
I call them ancestors.
Eileen says, you can shave my mom. I give you permission.
Damn. She been doing it my whole life.
Right. Nah, we not gonna. I don't know. Let me work this out. Eileen's going to Miami. So.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow. So you take your trip to Miami, and we'll figure out. I feel like we should start with the visualizations. I think we start there. That'll be the best bet, right? Because it's gonna basically work everything out for you. Now, obviously, I don't know how long you've been working on this, so the challenge with visualizations with something like this is that if you happen to see inklings or indications that it may not go in your favor, then you might lose all hope, and we cannot have that happen. We need you to still be able to see your mom and your family accepting you and loving you still, regardless to what it may look like for a little bit. So we really got to walk through that.
That is great fucking advice. That's solid. I'm gonna tell you, you have to be you at some point, no matter what nobody say.
Right.
I had to tell the people I love most, I did some fucked up shit. And I knew it wasn't gonna be comfortable.
Yeah.
But I had to be me. At some point, you gotta be authentic with yourself and
Absolutely.
be like, hey, this is me. I'm your daughter, regardless.
Regardless.
So.
She said Ty's black also.
I knew it. I knew it was Juneteenth. I knew it. She was gonna,
Juneteenth ain't gonna be it. We're not doing it on Juneteenth. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do that.
Hold on. So
we're not gonna do that.
Bring some collard greens and Ty. You're like, Mom, we gotta talk. I like greens.
Maybe you should just like.
Hog moss.
Okay, let me ask you this. How do you think your parents are going to respond if you just start bringing Ty around and y'all just come to every event together?
Holding hands.
Not holding hands, but just being together.
Push the fucking, no.
You wanted to push the envelope at a Catholic event?
Them niggas is... You
have no cares.
They fucking little boys and they man on man, so... Not all of them. But I'm saying,
I mean,
that was a
you're
whole
right,
conspiracy.
you're right, but they don't see it that way.
So same sex is not cool when
they don't see it that way.
When father and mother
they don't see it that way. You gotta understand. They look at the Pope as like father of all things, like pretty close to father of all things.
So that's... Is she a practicing Catholic?
That's the next question. Is she a practicing Catholic? Thanksgiving about to be fire. Eileen, you ain't serious. I know you ain't serious.
Don't listen to this fool.
Eileen is not serious right now. I feel it. I feel it in the energy. Eileen is not serious.
She's dead serious.
She's serious, but not serious at the same time.
It's gonna be collard greens and Thai. That'll enjoy one of these.
What I mean is,
Santeria.
bring Ty. Hey, come on, Ty's coming with me, and then you go with her everywhere. Y'all going everywhere. So your parents are going to start already knowing, like, this must be her girlfriend, right? But you never say anything about it. What are they gonna do?
You good? There's no more alcohol, so.
You drank all the alcohol?
Not that much. Here, come on back.
I don't understand.
No, what the fuck you did with a whole bottle right there next to you yesterday? He said Ty is black.
I think my mom's suspicious. She stayed over for like 3 days in a row. Yeah.
I ain't never met no Mexican name.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because my best friend used to stay over my house a lot. Like, me and my best friend used to kick it. We used to be doing each other's hair. Like, you know what I mean? I would, like, braid her hair up and stuff like that. So, like, you know, when it's your best friend, is that really about, like, is that really, like, a thing to question? Collard greens and tamales. About to hit. Eileen is not serious, I can tell you now. Serious but not serious. And what I mean by that is this, like, I can feel like you up for the challenge.
She knows some fuck shit.
But you almost on the brink of I don't give a fuck. You sounded like you at the brink of don't give a fuck. And let's do what it do. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. Oh Lord. Well, you know what? Listen, Eileen. Listen, I don't have a problem with these things, right?
You know
like,
why?
but your mom might, and that's the issue here. Now, listen, I want to prepare you first and foremost, because I want to tell you, I'm not saying that this is gonna happen, but I want you to at least, we're gonna start the visualizations. I think that's where we need to go, because that visualization might be better. But listen, I want you to know that whole mom not talking to you thing, or having to accept that your mom doesn't receive you.
Hold on.
It's one of the harshest things. Okay.
Yeah, but it is.
I want you to know that. I want you to know that is hard.
For me,
that is hard.
Outside, what's gonna work in your favor is that
you don't give a fuck.
No, you're younger than your mother, so it's gonna hit her not talking to her daughter because her stubbornness. Because you have way more life to live than she do. So trust me, with every mother that know that they tripping or not receptive, they always gonna be like, I'm running out of time. Trust me, the older you get, you be like, I'm running out of time. You're not about to be tripping with your loved ones, like your kids especially. You're not gonna be tripping with them about some shit because you're like, I'm running out of time, we gotta repair this.
You must not know stubborn old religious folks who don't give a shit. Like, they carry that shit to the grave sometimes.
Any motherfucker carries some shit to the grave, they dumb ass.
It is, but you over there very seriously talking like you just.
It's proven.
You're a free thinking parent. We ain't talking about free thinking parents. We talking about parents who believe in their religion so deeply.
So the fact that I am a hardcore ass parent means that my kids can't be who they are.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we talking about a religious based parent who has already threatened disownment.
That's on her. But she can't hide until her mother dies who she is.
No, I don't agree with hiding.
So
I don't agree with that. Look, Simran is like, hello. I'm sorry, Simran. All right, Simran, come on through. Listen, Eileen, we're gonna do some visualizations. I feel like we need to work those visualizations. I think that would be the best bet. Hang out with us for a little bit. Let me get Simran's reading out the way, and then we can kind of talk a little more about this. So I'm very close to my whole family. We're a big family too, so I know that if I come out, it's going to alienate me from everyone, and that's what hurts the most. Yeah, no, that right there is a big thing.
What you gonna find out in that moment?
Losing my mom is one thing, but losing everyone is hard. Yeah, no, that's
so
even
you're gonna
harder.
find out who really fucks. No matter what you say, you ain't killed nobody. So no matter what you go through, you gonna see who in your family really fuck with you. Be like, I don't agree with
You know,
No, they'll tell. No.
take a little break.
No, they can tell her like, I don't really fuck with your decision, but I love you. You're not gonna. Who in my family that I'm love that I will cut off?
Your family's different than her family.
My people ain't religious.
Exactly. Let's take a little break. I feel you. I totally agree. But also, we're dealing with a different kind of family here.
I
Be
look
careful.
Mexican though.
You're not, though. Let's be clear. You're not Mexican. You can look as much as you want, but you ain't. Okay, you don't speak no Spanish. Okay? You ain't got no Mexican in your blood. So it don't even make sense. Okay? All right, let's go, Simran. Thank you so much for tuning in. I apologize about the wait. Sometimes we have circumstances that come into the comments that we really want to address, and we want to address them at the highest capability that we can, okay? So what's coming up in my job? Things are not easy. No problem. Let's find out. Not right now. Can you push pause on that, or like give us something else until we finish this reading? All right, thank you so much. Appreciate that. You want to put what's a good job? Oh, a good, because we're talking about jobs and money.
That one for you.
All right, let's see here. Eileen says, as a Mexican, we do claim Gino. He's not anywhere near Mexican. He's, but I get it, because a lot of people think he's Mexican or like at least some sort of Spanish. Like they're like, oh, he's got to be. Girl, let me tell you, the Latino women down here when I first moved down here to in Florida, ooh, girl, they used to mug me in the store when me and Gino. When me and Gino would go to the grocery store and be walking around, they would be mugging the hell out of me. I'm like, girl, he's not even Spanish.
For the job, shit.
Girl. That's so funny. All right, let's get into it. All right, Simran, thank you so much for requesting your reading. Let's get into it. We're gonna find out.
What's the question? The song is perfect.
The question is, let me go back. Here it is. What's coming up in my job? Things are not easy.
This is what you're going through it for.
Can you turn it down just a little? Because I can.
Hold on, let me hear the chorus real quick. Shuffle.
Can you turn it down a little bit, please?
This is the chorus. I will turn it all the way off. I was high in the sky. Lots of money. Lots and lots of money.
That's a good one. Eight of Swords. Knight of Wands, reverse. Strength card. Sometimes when the strength card comes out, it's like, don't ask me to be strong through some bullshit. Don't ask me to be strong through some bullshit. But
That's strong, nigga.
But sometimes you must be, because the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, that's not good. Five of Pentacles can represent sometimes poverty. Now I'm giving you the worst case scenario right now. I don't want you to go there. If your mind is still positive, stay positive. But I want to at least prepare you by giving you the worst case scenario so you know what to look for, right? The Five of Pentacles can represent abandonment. This can represent walking away from something, leaving something out in the cold, being left in the cold. It can also represent poverty and like basically poverty, okay? Not having enough money, not having what you need, right? So that can be represented here with this card. So while I don't want you to focus your energy there, I just want you to at least know what could be on the scale, right? But that does not mean, I want to be clear, that does not mean that you should just stay there, right? Like that doesn't mean you should accept everything that's on the scale. It just means you should be aware of what's all present, okay? The energy's present. So anyway, the Five of Pentacles is here at the bottom of the deck, okay? And I had to call it out. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't here. Honestly, I would rather not be here. But I want to tell you something else. The Five of Pentacles doesn't also represent all those negative things. It can also represent a very hopeful energy too, right? See, look at that. Look at that. So I want to save the best for last because it does represent hope as well. So you can, hope. All right. Now I am looking at a King of Pentacles over here. Hope for things to work out financially. The Emperor. Hope for things to end up in a very good space. And you might actually be shocked at the outcome. Now that's a whole different deck that I'm actually not reading from, but I just wanted to pull those. Now the Eight of Swords is here. Eight of Swords is about your mental focus. That's what you're focused on, okay? The Knight of Wands, you don't got a lot of confidence, okay? And the Knight of Wands is in reverse. So maybe what this reading is saying and what these cards are saying is that it's time, we need to take you and shift you. Because right now, you're here, you need to be here, okay? That's what I feel, okay? So what that means is this, you are focused in probably a space where you are allowing yourself to be trapped and entrapped in your thoughts. Prime example, I was talking to one of my to one of my girls last night, and she just was on one, okay? She was on one. And this has happened 2 days in a row. This has happened where I was talking to one of my girls and they were just on one, okay? Last night, one of my girls, she was on one, okay? She was just nothing that I could tell her that what she was fearful of and that what she was thinking was just not the truth. And at a point, last night, I was like, oh, I'm kind of at a loss, like, because the night before I was having a conversation with my best friend the night before where she was on one too, but I was able to see a clear path with that one because it was more of a moralistic thing than anything. So I could clearly cut through that chase with that. But last night it was a little bit more difficult and I was like, I was a little stumped. So ultimately what I will say this, since I know that this is more of a mental thing, that you are really heavily focused on the negative, we need to shift your mindset, okay? If you have been following my channel, watching these energies or whatever it is that, we talk about here, especially as it relates to law of assumption, law of attraction, then hopefully you have an idea what I'm talking about. If not, then I'm so sorry. I don't know how to guide you correctly, except to give you some resources, okay? I'll give you some resources. I don't know if they're gonna exactly work, because that's based upon where you are specifically, what you feel, think, and how you think currently, and whether or not you're able to grasp the concepts quickly and move through the pathway fast.
I just trying to have a manifestation break real quick.
What? I got a better song. It's a song, it's a woman, something about feeling good.
This is my job though, right?
Yeah, let's just change it though, because this is very much. Let's shift it, please.
No problem.
It's a song, it's a feel-good song. And she has dreads. Probably about 94, 93, 94, 95. Maybe 92, but I'm thinking more somewhere between 92 and 96, 97. It's a feel-good song. The lady who sang it had dreads. And it's a very, very feel-good song.
Okay.
I'm so sorry I can't give you more details.
I'm about to go with it.
Cool. So anyway,
We know this right now.
I don't know where you are mentally and where you're able to get yourself So I can't guarantee you anything. Now, if you've been on this path with me and you've been following my channel and you've been working these methods, right? It's not going to work if you don't work it, right? Like if you don't do the methods, then it's not going to work, obviously. But if you've been here and I've been coaching you low-key through my videos and through my channel, and you've been picking up on the information and you've been using it, then we can get you pretty good to a pretty good place. The issue is I don't know where you are and how long you've been following my channel and how much information you have as it relates to that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That is not it. Okay. It's a good song, but that ain't it.
Black with dreads in the 90s.
The black woman, dreads, 90s, yes. Feel good song.
Okay.
Think Bill Cosby.
I got you.
What's that show that they had? The Bill Cosby show.
I got you.
The Cosby Show. Think the Cosby Show. Time period.
Okay.
You're almost new. Okay. So if you're almost new, then here's what I'll do then. I'll say this. The best thing that we can do for you right now is this. We've got to shift your level of confidence. We've got to shift your understanding of who you are, and fuck all that. Let's focus more so on your visualization of what you desire to happen. So let's just say you're like, I need to keep this job for 3 more months at least. Okay, we need to focus then in your mind, you visualizing yourself keeping that job for at least 3 more months. Okay, you probably should push it further just in case, because sometimes it's always a little something. That's the woman. That's the woman right there. That's the woman. Now the song, I don't think this is the one, but yeah.
I don't think it's Fast Cars. Like her 2 biggest songs is this and Fast Cars. Fast Cars is the biggest song.
Those are the only 2 songs she got?
Nah, she got a lot of them, but
it's one. It's a happy, feel good song. Maybe I got the wrong song. Doom doom.
Hold on. That's it. You said doom doom.
That's the woman. I just don't think that was that last song. I like that song. I like that last song, but I don't think it was it. Anyway, I'm gonna send you some videos. We're gonna start you off with. First, I'm gonna finish your reading first, and then I will start you off with some videos that you can go to that can help you, but you have to be serious about it. Like, right? Like, I'm not gonna make you any promises if you can't take this seriously, okay? If you're willing to take it seriously, then I can tell you that as far as you're willing to go, and as far as you're willing to accept, believe, and allow something to happen for you in your life, it can work for you in those ways, okay? But I won't make any additional promises, okay? So let me say this. I love this song. Huh?
I would challenge you.
Okay.
I'm going to challenge you to be the best you. That's what you just said.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I'm challenging you to be the best you that you can be in this moment, based upon the scenario, the situation, and all that's going on, and the fears that you already have, right? Because you already feel some kind of way. But anyway, so I see that you're not having a lot of confidence, but the Strength card is here, which lets me know that if you have the Strength card, if you are prepared, well, look at that. Bottom of the deck was the 5 of Pentacles. So now we have to have hope, okay? Like, so look, not so, I was really going in a very positive way when I saw this, but then I remembered that we had this 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let's shift the energy, and let's just say, I feel like if you are able to take the Strength card and use the Strength card, because keep in mind, even though the 5 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, Strength card is a major arcana, which trumps all the other bullshit down below. And the 5 of Pentacles is down below, okay? So I feel like if we can get you to see strictly what you want to see, which is my job is my job, and it ain't going nowhere, and ain't nobody taking it from me, okay? Basically, for lack of better words, all right? If we can get you to see that, and we can also get you to prepare yourself for some changes or shifts that may have to occur. Let's see what we can expect, what we can reasonably expect. Spirit, what can we reasonably expect? Clear and concise. What can we reasonably expect here with this job situation? The Star card, bottom of the deck. much more positive than the Five of Pentacles, okay? So much more positive. I'm glad with that. I'm very glad with that. Let's see what else. This is wonderful. This is wonderful news and wonderful information. If we can get you to really focus on your power, the Emperor, if we can really get you to focus on your power, then you having a worry about your job, being your job or not being your job is not even existent. It's not an existent problem, okay? But we have to get you to focus on your personal power, okay? That means that we're not focused on our fear. We're not focused on the things that are not working for us. We're focused on everything that is working for us. We're focused on the things that we do very good at our job. We're focused on the value that we bring at our job. And we're no longer allowing the drama of the job to take our attention. So important, okay? Moving forward, the Justice card is here as well as the King of Wands. Listen, this is all about your confidence. Listen, the King of Wands, let me tell you something. King of Wands, fire signs. We got Aquarius, we got Aries, we got Sagittarius, and we got Leo. Let me tell you something about fire signs. They think that they're God's gifts to the world.
Oh my God.
And they are. They are, right? But so are you. The thing about fire signs is that they just know it. The rest of the signs have to figure it out. They have to learn it. Fire signs just know it automatically. Like, yes, I am God gifts to the world, and you need to accept that. And I think that a lot of other energies, a lot of other signs or like elements are not as flamboyant or outward about their recognition of knowing that they're God's gift to the world. And so it annoys a lot of other people that fire signs are so outward with it, you know? But the fire signs are like, psh, I'm here to show you how to be outward.
Let me congratulate you for your balance. Because last night, fire signs was self-supporting assholes.
Arlene was here last night. I'm not Arlene right now. Arlene ain't here tonight.
Your balance is, I'm about to, I feel like.
Arlene ain't out tonight.
I feel like I'm the 8.
Arlene sleep tonight.
The 8 versus 100 means, bring 100 niggas right now.
Arlene,
I'm a fire sign, nigga, Leo.
Arlene sleep tonight, okay?
All right.
The Justice card is here also. So it's like about, this is all about bringing balance. This is all about bringing balance for you. How we're going to do that, okay? I want to be clear with you. Listen, your reading is about, you wanted to know the energy of your job. Let me go back to the original question. Let's see. The question was, what's coming up in my job? And I'm telling you, we're not talking about what's coming up in your job as it relates to what you can just expect. I'm telling you what we're going to do, okay? Here's the reason why. Because I felt a level of panic, okay, with your question. What we going to do is we're going to set the tone. What we going to do is decide what it's going to do for us until we don't need it to do nothing for us no more.
That's a Leo. That's the fire sign energy right there.
Well, I'm a Leo moon, so hello.
Oh, I'm force.
You don't identify with that?
No.
You don't identify with that.
Of nature. I've always said that. I've said that from day one.
Listen, the reason why I have to present it to you like that is because you have this right here. So how long, so do you, let me just ask you this real quick. Yes, less confidence, fear, and negativity. I got that. So yes, too much painful situations. So if there's a lot of painful things happening there, then we should be making a very clear exit here. Okay, but before we make an exit, we want to make sure that we get ourselves in a comfortable place first, because let me tell you, going back to our original cards that we had, we did have the Five of Pentacles, okay? So although you may have a painful situation there, you might want to, I don't know how you really feel, but you might want to just leave that bitch. And that's okay too. But the Five of Pentacles indicates stress, struggle, and poverty. You don't want to put yourself in that position, okay? Because it didn't feel good. It did not feel like a good energy. So what I would say is, let's get your mind in the right place. Let's prepare you to walk out of here like a boss, okay? So when you do leave this job, you'll never need it again. That's how I would like to see this occur. And obviously, if you disagree, please let me know. And if you feel like there's something that I need to know, then tell me. But based upon the information that I've gathered, I feel like what needs to occur here is that we just need to shift your mind for a moment at least so you're not worried for the moment, right? Just to get you to a place where you can clear your thoughts and then get yourself to a place where you're not in the Five of Pentacles energy, because we don't want you to be in the Five of Pentacles energy unless it's you leaving them. You know what I mean? It's one thing if the Five of Pentacles represents you leaving them in the cold and you just saying, no, I'm done. That's a different story. If you decide that you just want to leave and you don't want to deal with them anymore, then fine. We're here for you. This is about you, right? But I felt a lot of stress when I saw that Five of Pentacles. I want to say this. And I don't want you to feel that stress. So, how about you tell me? You tell me, based upon what I can see in the cards, I see that there are stressors present in this job, that there is, you are in a space where mentally you are kind of concerned about having the job or not having the job. And there's a potential for you to leave the job, but if you leave the job involuntarily, that could put you in a difficult space, right? So let's see. So I want to leave like a boss. Okay, good. And never go back. That's exactly what we want for you then. Okay. Now that's only though, hold on, before I go too far, that's only if the circumstances are not so traumatic for you that you can make it. Like if you feel like, nope, I can't even make it 2 days. One time, let me give you a quick, beautiful story to relate what I'm saying. One time we're driving on the road and we're going down the highway. Now this highway has no exits once you pass a certain exit, okay? You have to go all the way down to the city in order to get where you're going. Now we're going to the airport. We have my bonus baby in the back. And we are almost at the exits, but we still have a few minutes. He goes, I have to go to the bathroom. And Gino says, well, okay, can you wait? He was like, no. Or yes. He might have said yes. And no. Gino says, can you wait a minute? Or can you wait 2 minutes? He was like, I can wait 1 minute. Right? So like... So like every time Gino gave him a time, like, can you wait 5 minutes? He was like, I can wait 2 minutes, you know, or I can wait 3 minutes, or I can wait 4 minutes. And so like every time Gino asked him, can you wait this amount of time? Little Gino was like, no, I can't wait that amount of time. I'm gonna give you 1 less minute. So I'm mentioning that because if you are at the brink where you're like, I'm telling you, okay, can you wait 30 days? You're like, no, I got 15 days. Okay. Or if you're like, no, I got 2 days in me, boo. I got 2 days in me.
Can you give me 2 hours? You got 15 minutes. Right.
Like if I'm asking you, can you give me 2 hours to help you get this through? You're like, nah, I got 10 minutes. Okay. We're not giving you no 2 hours. But what I'm saying is, I don't really know where you are specifically with this job. And you may be at the brink. If you're at the brink, I don't want to hold you longer than you need to be held.
I feel that whole conversation. That was me at MTI. That nigga said, I need you to take a pay cut. You want me to lose $30,000? You not gonna put me on salary?
Still I wanna
nigga, fuck you.
Good night. Still the one. This is one of the best songs ever made. Can you play Leanne Womack? I hope you dance after that. Okay, so let's see.
For the record.
So listen, ultimately.
I won't be able to dance.
We can put you in a power position. If you have the time to give, and it's not a dire situation where you have to absolutely go right now from this job, we can put you in a power play. We can definitely set you up with a power play. So I just need a little bit of time to find the right resources for you, to suggest those resources to you and give you those resources. But you don't have to make a promise to me. You have to make a promise to yourself. Okay? And to make your promise to yourself that you're going to do the work. And that if I give you these resources, you're going to go with them. and you're going to give your full heart and your full mind and your full belief to it, and you're going to let it work for you. Okay? If you can promise me those things, then I can promise you some progress. Okay? I won't give you a full progress that it'll be completely to your satisfaction, only because I only keep us pause real quick, because I need to. I love that song so much. I don't want to get distracted. If you're willing to do your part, then I know that I can do my part and give you the resources that you need, and I need you to do your part. And I will also support you through this process as well, because I know that it's not always easy to have a new shift in things. But reality is here. Listen, there's a lot of things that you're feeling stuck with. And also, I see that you have the ability to move like a boss. Listen, the emperor's here. So that means that you have the ability to step into your power, okay? And you have to see it, though. You have to see it. It does require you to do that inner focusing work that's required there. And then look, let me show you, because I didn't show you the rest. Let me show you. And then finally you find the balance, right? You find the balance. And the balance that you find leads you to a space where you are confident and you're a little richer. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the you good. Bottom of the deck we have the Star card and the Hierophant, which to me says that you've completed and accomplished something that puts you in a higher position. So this may even lead you to a leadership role of another position, either like another position, a leadership role, or another job at another company, but in a higher position. Okay. If we work these resources that I'm going to give to you correctly, we can set you up. We can set you up in a nice little situation here. I won't call it a penthouse, but I'll call it I'll call it a higher role. Okay. A leadership role. Okay. I'll call it that. Right. Well, let's see the thing, Samran. Maybe if you have the potential at your current job to be a boss, then maybe it's that you are not solidifying or putting. Can you push pause real quick? Sorry, this is an important part. Reading your last comment, people are dragging me down and not want me to become a boss. So oftentimes that happens
more power
when you don't step into your power, right? Oftentimes that happens because you want to maintain your connections and friendships with people who are not in positions of power, as opposed to stepping into your own power and accepting the powerful position. That's what happens.
Is their manifestation more powerful than yours? Because you in the spot that you're supposed to be in.
Right.
And they mad at you not.
Right. If there are other people around you that are just upset because you might have the skill set, you might have the temperament, you got the knowledge base to take that leadership role, and you feel that people are dragging you down, it's because you're letting them do so, right? So when are you going to decide to step into your power? Because that's what this is about. That's I'm glad you said that, because look, that's what these two cards are all about. This is about you getting past that little apprehension right there. That little thing right there really doesn't have anything to do with how other people feel. Don't got nothing to do with you. It's how you feel. Are you going to allow yourself not to step into your leadership role because you want to maintain connections and friendships with people who are not showing their personal power? Listen, there comes a time, listen, I get it. Sometimes you just want to be likable. But fuck being relatable when you know that you have the ability to elevate not only yourself, but the team with your skill set, with your knowledge. See, there's a difference between people who they want to kiki and they want to play, they just want to do the bare minimum. But if you're somebody that you want to stand out in your work, and you know that you want to stand into leadership positions and roles in your work, You have to stand into you have to do that. You got to do exactly that. Okay? But they're not going to help you do it. You have to do it on your own. This is about you. This ain't about them. This ain't about people dragging you down. This is about you allowing them to drag you down. Okay?
Which means you dragging you down.
You're dragging you down. So let's stop looking at other people. Let's start looking at ourselves. What do I need to do to put myself in my personal power, to step into my power, to step into my authority, to accept who I am, which is a leader. I'm not the same as them. And that's the thing. You have to separate yourself sometimes, unfortunately, from the group and from the pack because you're not like them.
And actually,
you're a leader.
Actually, this is a perfect song. So, the people that was doubting you didn't think you was a leader, and now you excelling. You sing this song to them. Say, hey, play, I want you to dance, nigga, because you lost. But I want you to be happy in your failure, bitch ass nigga. Since you've been talking all this shit about me, I won. Now you go dance with your bitch ass. That's what the lyrics say. I'm just paraphrasing.
Lord have strength. Lord, give me strength.
I hope you never lose the sense of your wonder, bitch. You thought I won't get this position? I am your fucking Hey, I had a nigga.
You were about to say master, weren't you?
No, I said I'm your manager. I'm gonna tell you like this. It was a nigga I went to work with. He was a regional manager, but this nigga used to drink and get drunk on the job. And I said, bro, I know you drunk. Hey, they can see you drunk. You gotta be careful. He's like, hey, look here. Fuck them. I'm their manager. I said, well, I hope they dance. That is a real fucking story.
All right, just stop. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And you got it. You literally, you added the cherry on top, and I appreciate everything you just did.
I'm sorry.
Okay? I just need to grab my hold. I just need to grab hold of my neck real quick because I need to just, grasp a hold of everything. I'm just a little overwhelmed. That's fine. That's absolutely right. You're right. I just need to, I just need to catch up to where we at right now. Okay? You just give me a second. Okay?
You telling them to be gracious in victory. Them niggas wanted you to lose.
That part.
Fuck them.
That part. They wanted you to lose, but that's where you have to separate yourself, and that's what this is all about right here. These two energies are literally saying that. Literally saying that. This is all about, first of all, the two swords is all about the internal self. It's about finding the self. It's about that inner meditation, bringing the two to one, right? See that? See the two swords? Bringing that to the one energy here. Putting all of that into one, making it one. Then we have the Emperor card here, which is all about authority, leadership, power. Emperor.
You lost, nigga.
The Emperor. There's no position above the Emperor. Not one.
I am the imp.
Oh my God, this man.
Nigga, you're not gonna call me nigga. I'm imp.
This man
Emperor.
is not serious. This man is so not serious. Oh my goodness, this man is so not serious. Listen, you hear what I'm saying, okay? Please, let's stop it, please. Just give me a second. Please, let me finish the reading. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You got this. Really, if you want this, you have it. But the reality is that no one else is holding you down. You are holding you down. Because you have to learn how to separate yourself from the regulars. And that sucks sometimes. But in reality, you'll also find that they're really not your friends anyway. Because if they want to keep you where they at and they know you better than them. Yeah. And that's just what it is. If they see your skill set and they know what you're capable of, they shouldn't be trying to keep you on their same level. And that's just that ultimately that is what it is. Okay. So what I'll do is this. I will go and I will find some resources for you. I think you'll be fine as long as you shift your mindset. Ultimately, this is all about you getting out of your head. Stop holding yourself back. Stop self-sabotaging. That's what this is about. You need to get yourself in a position to be prepared for a leadership role. Okay? Be prepared for a leadership role. That's what I need you to do. Be prepared for a leadership role.
There you go.
I'm management, okay? Address me as ma'am or sir.
I want that horse shit because he go hard on me. Be like, nigga, you are powerful.
Address me as ma'am or sir, okay? Like, you need to prepare yourself for that position. And nobody else can keep you from it. But nobody else can get you to it but you. Period.
Nigga right there ass like it's ma'am or sir right now. But I'm going for my doctorate, so be prepared to call me doctor. Bitch.
The extra bitch is just exactly
Dr.
what we need.
Saran.
The bitch. The Dr. Saran, there you go.
Is that the right name?
Simran, yeah. Okay, so here's what we need to do now. I'm going to put Gino on task for finding resources for you. Neville Goddard. Resources for Simran. We're going to go ahead and get those resources prepared for you.
I'm about to send you Leanne Womack. I hope you dance. Say, bitches, I got this position, and I hope you dance. It's a song. It's your research.
He's not serious.
Keep that hunger. Yeah, because y'all lost. You didn't get the position, I did.
Still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll get faith and fighting chance.
Yeah, beautiful.
And when you get the choice to sit it out or
You made it sound so cute. You want to...
I hope you dance.
Yeah, don't sing that good to the haters. Don't do that.
What?
These are motherfuckers is lost. You want them to
I was
dance.
in the middle of the note. Like, you can't just cut that note. That note is longer than most notes. Okay, like, you gotta be careful here.
Don't test my
That note is longer than most notes,
I
okay?
got a drink, nigga. I might lose breath. Do you know
That's
CPR?
what really was. I got to focus, okay? Okay.
I don't even know CPR like that.
CPR. Okay, so it said, don't look for work. You're saying it. Okay, let's see if we can find you the right resources. For granted. Never leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Oh my God, this song is still the most beautiful song. Even the impossible will manifest for you. Boom, here we go. But with this one, you have to be clear about what you want. Okay? So Simran, this is for you. What you have to be, I'm going to share a video with you on my little, hold on. I'm going to share a video on my post. This one, be clear. I'm going to edit, be clear about what you want. You get close to selling out, reconsider. That was that real shit right there. It was like, hold on. That was some real shit right there. Be clear about what you want. To sit it out or dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Okay, so here's what I did. On my community board, I'm going to share posts for you. This is the one that I just shared first, but I'm going to share like 2 more. And then you just go down the line and watch those videos and listen to those videos. You can listen to those videos while you sleep or at night. It'll be helpful for you, okay?
Promise me that you'll be brave the fighting chance. If you give the choice to sit it out or dance. Dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you
I need to be like
dance.
fresh off smoking and out of practice and still hit all the notes. Like this.
I hope you
That shit crazy.
dance.
These are songs I know. That's why.
But
That's all.
are you not gonna know the songs that you write?
What you say?
You don't know the songs you write, so basically you say I'm always gonna be on point. You're right, babe. I feel you.
I didn't write that song, but I know it. I
No,
just
I'm
know it.
saying, but you're not gonna know this song more than the song that you wrote.
I wish I would have wrote that song. Because that song will always, that song is like plays in history.
I
Like
wish
it's gonna,
I would have wrote. You feel for the trap. I wish I wrote this song. Feel right for it. Dang it.
here we go. This is what you need right here. Tennessee was good.
This motherfucker's so goddamn cool.
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known.
Nigga was only the love I've known.
But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom.
You're not gonna be smoking and drinking your whole life with me, nigga. This is your song.
You're sweet as Tennessee was good. You're sweet as strawberry wine. You're warm. So brandy.
Honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
All right, one more. Here we go. Right here. Boom.
I look for love in all.
Got you. Simran. All right, so I finally found the final post for you. So all 3 of those posts are up that I said that would be there. So I got all 3 resources that you need for the moment, right? If you need any additional resources, you can always contact me at AquaStarGoddess.com. You can order like a consultation. I think it's like $30. Get a consultation and we can go further and do some coaching if you need that. But if you go on my community post, so like this is my page, right? And then you go to post, or it might say community post, right? It might say community post. That's what I think it says. So let me go. You're sweet strawberry wine. Okay, it says post. So you go to post. And then if you look, I have 3 posts for you. 1, 2, 3. You need to listen to those videos. Those are for you, okay?
All the time. You're
doing my voice. Who's next? We done? You're very welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been like 5 minutes, but hopefully I've been helpful. Thank you again. Eileen! You back, girl? You here, girl? Alright. I agree. I agree. Thank you. I agree with this every time.
That's like real gangster thug shit right there.
It's like everything. It's everything you need. It's love. If it needs to be gangsta, it's gangsta.
But it's love on the gangsta.
It's dance
shit.
when you want to dance. It's everything. It's like I can do all things with this. It's like I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Okay. Myself within. Oh, I love that name. That name is such a vibe. I just want you to know that. Okay? I just want you to know that's such a fucking vibe, that name. Myself within. I'm loving it. I feel it. Okay. So look. Okay, girl. Eileen. Girl. We shooting craps with your shit, girl. Like, let me go get some goddamn dice. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to go grab some dice. Don't play. We got Monopoly game right here. What?
Out of drink.
I really feel like we rolling dice with your shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like we rolling dice with yours. That's why I feel like we might be better off getting you on the visualizations, okay? Now, even though the last 3 resources that I shared with Simran weren't particularly for your subject, we're gonna do the same similar thing. I feel like we need to get you on a visualization tip on visualizing specific things. Your mom accepting your love. Not just your mom, but also your person's parents as well. Everybody being on cue and on target. Because the reality is, here's the thing. If your parents tell your family, I love my daughter and I'm going to keep my daughter, the whole family, there might be 1 or 2 people that be like, no, this is not right. But the majority of them are going to be like, cool. If your mom is like, nah, we ain't doing this, the majority of the family might be like, nah, we ain't doing this.
But Todd's family, the black folks is more accepting always. They'll be like, well, nigga, love what you love. Just don't bring that bullshit. I don't want to hear it.
That just depends. That depends on where the black family is at. If the black family is in the South, they're a little bit more strict than the South on certain things.
Yeah, it's about the same thing.
Because I got family in the North and I got family in the South. That's the thing. Like, I got family in the North and the South. So, like, the people in the South, though, they stuck to their ways. Okay? They don't believe in change. Okay? Like, they don't believe in no kind of change. And I'm like, y'all got to change these wallpaper. Like, this wall color and this wallpaper need to be changed, baby. 20, 30, 45 years later, we need to change it. They don't believe in change. Okay? They don't believe in change, baby. So, talking to the South people, it's like watching paint dry. It's like watching paint dry, goddammit. Like, we need you to move forward. But I get it. They might be like, listen, we ain't on that city business. You know what I mean? Because that's how they talk. That's how they be acting. We not on that city business. They don't, you know what I mean? They act like, you know, city people move too fast. You know? City slickers. City people move too fast. But y'all move too damn slow. Okay, that's what we know, right? So we got to find a common ground here, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. You I mean, we can find something in the middle. We can move. We can work. We can work. That's the funny part, because I got family in the South, but people don't really know that. Like, I got family that was born and raised in the South. That's what I'm talking about. Not just people in the South. You know what I mean? Like, my uncle lived in the South, but he wasn't born and raised in the South. You know what I mean? He moved to the South. No, I got family that was born and raised in the South. So no, we talk about the ones that don't like shit moved. Okay, don't move none of this. It's all supposed to stay right there. You city folks always want to come and change some shit. That's what they be talking about. They be like, you city niggas always want to come and make some shit change. Like, oh, goddamn. Like, this nigga, this goddamn thing been here for 52 years. It should change. You know? We gotta make some moves around this piece. Alright, so Eileen, I'm gonna get some resources for you. Oh, her family's from Florida. Okay. See?
Ocala or Miami. It makes a difference. Tallahassee.
It does. It does. It does. Because Tallahassee's, I mean, sorry, not Tallahassee, but Miami is probably a little bit more up to speed. Just a little tiny bit more.
Yeah, it's more.
A little tiny bit more up to speed.
But in Tampa, you like in between.
She said Sarasota.
Nah, hey.
What?
Our people got money.
You look offended. Gino said her people got money.
We're at Sarasota.
We're at Sarasota. He wants to get specifics, okay? He wants
Are
specifics.
you in Siesta Keys?
They got money, period.
Longboat
In Sarasota.
Keys? Emery Island? Are you on 53rd Street?
Eileen says her family doesn't.
And then what? That money? Oh, so you over there off the university. You're off Myrtle. I know the rest of the state.
Not Myrtle. Seriously? That's a real thing?
That's where Gino.
Off Myrtle?
That's where that nigga from.
They gonna get mad as fuck if they ever come across this video. Like, motherfuckers. They love us.
They be alright.
They like us. A little bit. Except I never gave them a welcome gift. I'm sorry.
It's not you, babe.
I know. I just never gave them a welcome gift. I wanted to make them a cheesecake. Give them a nice little welcome gift.
You always try to leave with your cheesecake.
I mean, that's the best welcome gift you can get. Like, if you want anything else, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I ain't got no cash. You can get this cheesecake and it's gonna be delicious. And you're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be so good. Everybody gonna love it. Everybody gonna be like, she makes the best cheesecake.
Is anybody's turn right now?
No, we don't have any readings. Let me see. I don't know anything about Florida, but her family doesn't come from money. Are you sure?
Who? Ty or her?
Well, hold on. Eileen says that her family doesn't come from money. She said they come from Sarasota. So Gino says, oh, they come from over there off of Myrtle in University.
Yeah, you on
they
Myrtle.
on Myrtle over there on Myrtle.
Hey, let me tell you.
This nigga funny as hell. Hey, this nigga shady and funny all at the same time.
I went to Sarasota and I picked somebody up. He was mad, but he was talking like real whitish. And he was like, he's supposed to pick up me and my girlfriend, but she started walking, she started tripping and shit. And I was like, damn. Like, damn, I got sage in this bitch because this nigga energy already off.
Right, like, let me go and hit it with that sage real quick.
He was like, don't follow directions, turn right here. I'm like, I'm glad I got my pistol on me, nigga. We gonna go wherever you wanna go. We gonna take it where you wanna take it.
Right.
So then we busted left. He said, there she go. I said, God. He said, who the fuck she walking with?
Oh, no, she was walking with somebody?
Yeah. I said, bro.
I don't know.
I'm
just an Uber driver, right? Like, I'm just an Uber driver. I don't know what.
I picked you up. This is all new. I don't even know what the fuck we doing right now. So she got in the car and she was like, who this nigga you walking with? So the dude that she was walking with walks around to the front seat. He said, can I sit in the front seat? And I said, huh? The dude's like, who is this nigga in the back seat? He's trying to get in the car. He got in the car. This nigga had a python around his neck. I said, nigga, if you don't get out of my car right now with that goddamn snake around your neck, I can put it in the bag.
No, you can put him out my cards. What you can put him?
He don't even know you. He bought this.
Who are you even? Like, you should have said that. Who even are you? You should have said, who even are you?
He said, I'm gonna go ahead and walk.
Thank you. Appreciate you so much for having good common sense. 2 blocks
that way and 1 block that way.
All right. Jamaica mine. Okay, says friend, I'm back and still need the directions to your heart. Aw.
Who said that?
I don't know.
So we'll blow all this shit.
I don't know. He said we'll blow all this shit. No. Okay, so Eileen, let's get to Eileen. Eileen, we need to give you your resources because listen, we need to work this out. Listen, I feel like if we can, I feel like if we push it to Christmas time period, then we really have a good head start.
We're doing Juneteenth.
That's the problem because he wants to do Juneteenth, and I think that's just reckless. I think that's reckless. I think that's reckless.
Nari.
No way.
See her smile and thought.
Nyron does. He's doing shit like putting up light posts and shit like that. Shit like them goddamn cabinets that's supposed to be up. Nyron was doing that shit already.
Manipulation.
I'm not even trying to manipulate you. I'm just saying. I'm not even trying to manipulate you. So let's move forward. We're gonna get off this topic because that's not what we're trying to do. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Eileen needs to find peace within family. Ooh. Peace with family kind of thing. Let's see if we can find that. Speak blessings upon yourself. Change your life. Boom. That's what we getting for you. Okay? Boom. So, Eileen, we got this one. How to spot demons in friends and families. Oh, Lord. Now, see, this is so interesting. Interestingly enough, I never saw this video. This first time I'm seeing this one. How to spot demons in your families and family and friends. But honestly, I will tell you this. People in religions are oftentimes and I'm very hesitant with saying this, but based on what I've seen, because I've kind of always, even though I operated within religion, I've kind of still have always been very observant, and I've observed religions and people in religions, and more so the energies present, right? And I feel like I have observed more demons inside of religion than I have outside of religion. And that might sound crazy, but I feel like based upon my observations, I've observed more demons inside of the constructs of religion than outside of the constructs of religion. And I want you all to be very clear about what I'm saying. I'm not stuttering. I'm not going to falter, and I'm not going to apologize for this later. I'm not going to take this back later. This is what I'm saying because this is the truth. Okay? So just be clear about that. Will I ever become a transsexual woman? I don't know. That's a personal choice. That's not something you need a tarot reading for.
So what is this? Can you unblock me? So
What?
Unblock me so I can just...
You're blocked?
Nigga, I've been blocked for 3 years. What the fuck you mean? Why are you clutching your pearls right now?
Because I didn't know you were blocked.
I'm blocked on your Facebook, your YouTube, your TikTok, your social media.
Damn, what did you do? I'm serious. What'd you do?
I didn't set my boundaries, and then I let them get stomped on, and I crashed out.
Ooh, that sounded like a lack of accountability to me. All of that sounded like a lack of accountability. Whoa. Whoa, like that was total
So
non-accountability occurring
where
there.
is the tryouts for the gymnastics team?
You just did gymnastics. If you hear what you said, I want you to play the video back. Play the video back. You just did gymnastics. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You asked me a question, I answered it.
Oh, you gymnastics the hell out of that. Like, you were doing backflips and everything. You did a somersault and everything. Like, you did a double somersault. Like, you did like a double twist somersault. It was crazy. It was a lot of things going on in there.
Ricardo.
What did he say?
When you become a transsexual, will you be Lucy?
Don't insult my audience.
You can't be Ricardo as a transgender. Like, you have to change your name, right? That's an insult?
No. Ricardo, what's your name?
Your transsexual name.
What's your transsexual name? Okay, I'll go with it for a second. Okay, let me add this little post up here for Eileen. Eileen, I got a post for you. We're gonna have to start working in. Gino wants to shoot for Juneteenth. I think that is a disaster, but maybe it's not. I mean, it depends on really what you've been working on. I think maybe it depends on you. If you have been working on this manifestation stuff and law of assumption stuff for a while, then it might be Juneteenth might be perfect. You might be perfect time. I'm going to get it out the way early so we can everybody be nice and comfortable during Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but that's only if you've been doing the work.
Consistently.
Right.
The second half of the year.
Only if you've been doing the work, though. If you haven't been doing the work, let's just go on and push it through.
Jamaican man, the road to her heart.
Eileen said June might be a little bit soon. Okay? So that means that she's aware that, okay, I did some of the work, but I ain't did all the work. I ain't did enough of the work. So let's push it to...
Ty is a sister.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not about that. It's more about, are they both prepared visually to visualize things working out well for them enough to assume a good outcome?
Her mom's Mexican.
No, that's not enough time. Like, you don't hear me.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening. You said mom's Mexican. That's enough. We don't need nothing else. She's Mexican and Catholic. That's enough.
Start putting on Halle Berry movies. Like, damn, mom, she kind of pretty, ain't she?
See, he ain't serious. You can't take him seriously right now.
Then put on like
He's not serious.
Movies. You gotta put on like beautiful black women. You gotta run away from the stereotypes.
He not serious. That's what I know. He not serious at all. Cause look, we talking about a Catholic Mexican woman. Let me tell you something.
I promise you, a Catholic
before we moved in this house, look, we've been in this house for.
Halle Berry is pretty.
It's not about looks. It's about principles. It's about values. It's about level of how. It's a level of stubbornness. It's a level of stubbornness is really what we're working against.
Looks elevate all that shit. It looked like Michael Jordan jumping over a fucking hurdle and dunking the ball. Like,
I will tell you this right now.
I will tell you this right now.
Eileen has been her mother's daughter her whole life. There's no amount of makeup that Eileen's gonna put on that's gonna make her mother say, "Oh my God, she's a goddess. I should just fall into her whims." Nothing. Listen, a mother is a mother. A mother is your mother. She knows what you look like. She knows your goddess energy. She knows that.
I guess we just manifest different. I just think that the fact.
I will tell you this. We've been in this motherfucking house for like 10 plus years, right? A long time. It was a Mexican or a Latina. Some motherfucking Latin person was living in this motherfucker before we moved here. Because it got nails at the top of the corner on the right side for no fucking reason. Who the fuck puts right side? I tell you what, there was a goddamn cross up there. That's why the fuck it was there.
It was 15 crosses.
It's goddamn 15 crosses across the damn stage of the whole wall, the top stage of the wall. The whole, you know what I mean? So it's like, come on.
They crossed the cross.
Come on. Like, he's unreasonable right now. He's being unfucking reasonable. He's being unreasonable. She said facts. Eldest daughter too. Oh, nah. See, you supposed to set the example. Oh, no, you're not coming up here setting no gag examples. Like, come on, you gotta think about, she got a lot of challenges here. She got a Mexican mom who's a Catholic.
She actually has
She's the oldest daughter.
Because the next daughter gonna
be like, her girlfriend is back. No. You hold on. Hold on.
Grandbaby.
She's in love with a black.
The black?
She's in love with a black.
The black.
A black.
A black from the blacks. I'm just talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump was like, the blacks.
She's in love with a black, okay?
But
like, you gotta understand, there's so many challenges she's having to deal with here.
Am I wrong when I'm saying Ty is fine as fuck, ain't she?
Of course, Ty's fine.
So when
Because
Ty
she
pull
wouldn't even
up-
consider meeting the family with this whole shit. It wouldn't be no consideration. But, however, it's still a challenge, and you're not seeing the challenge.
No, you don't understand.
You
When
think you
Ty-
Kung Fu Panda.
when
That's the
Ty-
problem. You think you Kung Fu Panda. That's the problem.
When Ty roll up-
Your motherfucking ass think you Kung Fu Panda. That's what we looking at right now.
I promise you.
I'm a blur. That's
I promise
you think you Kung Fu Panda. That's what we dealing
Eileen's
with.
mama has 3 names, and Rose is one of them.
Rose, okay.
She has a first, middle, and last name, and then a second last name, because most Hispanics do. So she got like 4 names.
Potentially.
And one of them is
Rose or Marie. Rose or Marie.
Or Maria.
Okay, or Maria.
Which one is it? Her name is Angela Morose.
At least said, no, you ain't gotta say it like that now, goddammit.
What she say? No,
Eileen says, Eileen said, dead ass, I'm cooked. Dead ass, I'm cooked, bro. Like, what you talking about? She's a black, okay? My mom's Mexican and a Catholic. I'm in love with a black. Like, all of this is bad. Like, everything is bad. Eileen says,
Okay.
dead ass, I'm cooked.
Eileen, is it more like, or is
That's
she
so
like a
funny.
stud? Like she gonna come through like Stu? Or is she gonna come out like Halle Berry? I don't know the dynamics.
So Gina wants to know, is Ty a masculine or a feminine?
she coming with dreads. She coming with
No.
with a bob weave.
Let me hear. He wants to know, is Ty a femme or a masculine?
If I'm being rude or disrespectful,
I know.
apologize.
That's why I'm correcting you. Cause shut up. I'm not even that versed, honestly, because my dad be thinking, my babe, what is it? You know, I'm trying to get it right. She's more in tune with her masculine. Okay, so she's...
No tank tops on Juneteenth.
I'm sorry. You cannot let me spit in my tablet, so like I've already lost a laptop, okay? Braids, no dreads. Okay, so it can be switched. The style can be switched.
Cleo braids
Oh Lord.
and the tank top.
He's gonna go the whole way. Hey, you know what? Let me just pass the iPad to him real quick, because you know he's so serious about this all, and I'm just gonna play some music. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Can I take your phone here? Can you open that up for me so I can put some songs on, some tracks on, while y'all have this conversation here? Because you know, thank you so much.
Alright. Hey, so we talking about
Y'all still
like.
ain't got the Apple Music. I done had Apple Family Music for
So we
months.
talking about Cleo, or we talking about like Jada Pinkett and shit? We talking about Queen Latifah right now?
No.
The
Don't
Queen-
say Queen Latifah. Say Queen Latifah and set it off. Be clear.
Don't get it
Be
twisted.
clear. And set
Queen
it off.
Latifah.
Because Queen Latifah in The Equalizer,
My wife-
she got all kind of hairstyles.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. My
Queen
wife
Latifah and set it off though.
been talking about divorce and she ain't fucking with me, so I was like, damn, Queen Latifah look kind of good. I like the Cleo
Queen
braids
Latifah is wonderful.
and Jill Scott. Like I got a whole little list. So anyway, we talking about Queen Latifah or Jada? How you look at the comments, babe? Fucking new technology, nigga. Where the flip phone at?
have to do this. There you go.
What I'm gonna do in the wait? I was waiting for your comment, Algie. So, hey, what we dealing with? Ties, you said a little bit more masculine. That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Janelle Monáe.
Trans Sam.
I don't know who Cleanna is. I know who Janelle Monáe is. You know where she's from? She's from across the river. She's from where I'm from. So pretty, but still kind of like, baby, you don't gotta wear a tuxedo type shit, huh? Yeah. That's pretty girl with like tuxedo energy. With a bit of Queen Latifah. She swole a little bit, like, you don't want her coming to Juneteenth party, and I ain't gonna have no Juneteenth party. Y'all Mexican Catholics, so.
Janelle Monáe and Kehlani is an interesting little mixture there.
With Queen Latifah.
She's only saying Queen Latifah because you mentioned it, Queen Latifah.
No, it was the part of the braids, the Queen Latifah
irrelevant
braids.
here.
Why?
Because Janelle Monáe and
She's
Kehlani are all
super small.
totally different vibes, but at the same time, they have some similarities. They come up, they have like that. You know how they have that circle that meets in the middle sometimes. You know, it's a little bit of that, but not that much at all. That's a pretty girl vibe.
They
With
are
the ability
pretty.
to switch off. I think that's like the ability
Like I
to
say,
switch off. is what
Janelle
I'm
Monáe,
saying.
like
Janelle Monáe is super cute.
she's from Kansas City, Kansas.
What the fuck does that got to do with it?
I'm just saying she's from my part of the
She's
water.
super cute, but
She is very cute.
she has the ability to switch off on her energies.
That's all of them do though.
Not really.
Queen Latifah played Cleo.
Latifah, yeah, she can switch off.
So Kehlani, I don't know who Kehlani is. That's maybe that's what-
Kehlani. She's been showing feminine, but I've seen her in her masculine.
what show is she on?
I've seen Kehlani in her masculine, and I prefer her in her feminine just because it's weird to see her in her masculine. It's
Not
just
natural.
weird. It's not natural. It doesn't seem natural. Maybe she was too far masculine.
Yeah, go for Juneteenth. Like fucking.
She's a bit of everything.
I don't want you to be like feeling no type of way about who you are.
She doesn't. She's trying to figure out how to talk to her mom, who's a Catholic.
Smack that shit in her face.
Yeah, and then she's gonna get disowned from her whole family.
And I promise you, it won't last long.
You know, you're lying to yourself and to our audience. Don't lie to my family. Don't lie to my audience. Because here's the thing. Listen. When you're giving advice, you need to be clear about that. We're talking about Mexican woman who's a Catholic. They don't have no problem cutting your ass the fuck off.
I married a fluent.
Indefinitely.
I married a fluent black woman from the fucking Valley of Cali. And her mama was so mad at me for years. And her mama love me now. So, if they fuck with you, they gonna
That's
fuck with
because
you.
my mom had no intention of disowning me for the rest of my life. That's probably
You think
why.
her mom's gonna do that?
What?
You think her mom's gonna do that?
What I'm saying is that her mom is prepared to disown her. You're not getting it.
It's tough
You're not
talk.
getting it. Like, you are not seeing what
that's-
I'm saying.
No, I feel you. That's tough talk, though.
You are not getting it.
That's not what's gonna
You're
happen.
not getting it. My mom was not prepared to disown me for the rest of my life forever.
Your
and
mom
ever.
done talked to me for years. And you
Yeah,
didn't talk to her.
but that was because we both were being stubborn. You're talking about a Mexican Catholic here. They are prepared to disown their children when they need to, or when they feel the need to. Like, you're not getting what I'm saying.
So in the years,
So at the very least,
well, how was
you need to know what you're talking
how
about
was
first
your mom
before you address this
when you were
conversation.
born? I'm finding out the information right now.
Yeah,
How-
you are.
How old was your mom when you
Okay.
was born? Don't say 30s. You got time on your side, nigga.
She said that my feelings would drop me like they did my uncle. See, they already got evidence.
How long ago was this? I just don't. I want everybody to be authentic to themselves. Like, and honestly, I don't care how I feel. Like,
Yeah, Yeah, but you can't go based on your life and how you feel.
No,
you have to be
but I had
able
my,
to understand
but I had.
how other people respond to
I know
life.
what being alienated is.
Yeah, you do, but you don't know who the alienator are. We're talking about the alienators. Those are the people we're dealing with.
I left where I'm from, and most of my family don't fuck with me because I left.
That's not even true. You're a fucking lie. Your family love the fuck out of you. They want you to come back. It's a whole different story from people completely disowning you and saying, we don't give a fuck where you live, where you go, just don't come here. Your family's not saying that. There's a totally difference from that.
Okay. I think.
Be realistic. No. Don't misguide my audience.
I think my time is done.
No, you're not.
Misspoken.
I feel like you have some valuable things to do, but you just need to know who you're addressing. So let me see. He married his husband a few years ago, maybe in 2022, and he's probably living the best life he had, right? Like, he's probably living his best life. But in reality, that still hurts when you can't share your love with your family. And that's just a fact, right? Like, we have to know that that is the case. And it doesn't have to mean that you can't still live a good life.
I guess I came down here by myself in 2004. And I don't give a fuck. I ain't got no family. They can't love me for what I love and who I want to be with or anything I'm doing. I could care less.
Trying to get over you. You done? Or you want to talk more? All right, cool. Okay, Eileen, look. I feel like the best scenario here right now, the best strategy for us to use is for you to start working on your visualizations, okay? Listen, Gino, he means well. But I think that he's forgetting that there are, I think, you know, the interesting part is this. His mom was that generation. His mom was dealing with his mom. First of all, his mom had parents who were kind of in that strict religious place too, right? Now, did your mom get remarried? I mean, did your grandma get remarried? Your grandma.
I don't know nothing about my family history. That's how fucked up my shit is. I don't know.
I was thinking. I think I remember your mom telling me that your mom got her mom got remarried.
I'm pretty sure my mom got disowned because I don't know that side of the family. I don't
right.
know my white side. I don't know my black side. So the wrong person to ask.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about just being disowned.
So therefore, I guess I'm going for perspective. I'm a Leo. I have a different parameter, and I gotta feel like I give a fuck who disowned me because I've been disowned my whole life. So she's right. I'm like the wrong person to ask about that, but I am me, and that feels really, really good.
Nobody's asking you to question who you are, but we're also asking you to understand that what she's going through. You have to understand what she's going through. This is not about what you think.
But people are questioning who she is.
No, people aren't questioning who she is.
But
they're questioning whether or not they're going to accept who she is. There's a difference.
So, like I said, I'm the wrong person because I can fuck less because I ain't never really had nobody. So
just give everybody the same advice?
I mean, that's a little bit of freedom though. The one freedom you have is to be you. Whoever accepted, do, and whoever don't. They fuck with you, and you want to fuck with them, and when you realize they don't fuck with you, then we don't fuck with each other. So don't just be you. Don't never run and hide who you are.
Nobody's saying any of that, but what we're talking about is this is a delicate situation. So you're talking about never run from who you are, and I get that and I understand that. However, you're coming from second generation removed, disowned kid. Like
Facts.
She would be first generation disowned. Like that's a whole different story.
Well.
And so, in my opinion, while I understand what you're saying about being who you are, it's also important to at least consider how she might feel about being disowned. Maybe she doesn't want to be disowned, or maybe she's preparing herself for it, but she needs more time.
I feel you. She know what family is, so it's a little bit different. I get it.
She said she didn't appreciate your input.
She didn't?
She does appreciate your input. She says, I do appreciate Gino's input. So she appreciates your input. I just think for me personally, the way I approach the conversation and the way you approach the conversation are almost complete opposites.
I'm just saying, if she said that she's been like this since she was younger, and she's been hiding this for so long, you understand what the pressure of that alone is?
Absolutely.
I can't even be me around the people who say they love me.
Absolutely. Which means
so
that...
that's
which
even,
means
to
that,
me, it's like, if I'm in fear of being accepted for who I am, then what am I losing if you don't accept me for who I am? I'm not living in that fear no more.
I get that, but she's still... We don't know where she is in that journey.
Fair enough. I get that.
So we have to support her until she's at that point in her journey.
I am second generation. Like, I have not had the chains of religion, the chains of family. I got my own chains, don't get me wrong, like alcoholism and drug abuse, but I don't have those other chains where it's like, give a fuck what anybody think. I'm not gonna hide who I am.
I get that, and I do understand that, but this is the thing. It's like you said, you don't have the restraint of religion. And I will tell you, those are some strict boundaries. Like, those are some strict boundaries. They usually got out bylaws. They got laws written down.
But let me tell you this, Jesus is probably one of the biggest prophets in the world. And he didn't go with no family.
They don't give a shit. They give a shit what's up to date with Jesus.
How are they Catholics that don't give a fuck about Jesus?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, the thing that you talk about is you talking about the free expression of Jesus. They talking about what they know and what they've been taught and what it looks like in the Word, and it has been solidified in a specific way through time.
Well, and we keep on going with them ways, and we accepting those.
You're fighting the wrong person.
As free thinking.
You're fighting the wrong person, though. That's what I'm saying.
As free.
Like, you need to be talking to her parents about this. I don't have no arguments with you in this range. Right, but the way that you're coming at this conversation is that you need to convince me. You don't need to convince me. It's her parents who need convincing.
Like I said, we all need to join her in support.
Yes.
So when they say some bullshit, we're like, sir, you are a Catholic.
Okay, so you're going to be there when she takes her girlfriend to the show?
I'll be on live at least.
I think we should take a trip. I don't mind taking a trip. So you let me know.
Where
your family? Where we going? Where do we need to get a ticket to?
Paso, maybe.
Because we'll show up and we'll mob all together and figure it out.
Texas, probably not.
Right. There are going to be mistranslations and inaccuracies, and that's really true. The thing is, it's not even really about the translations or mistranslations. It's about how the people who are being, imbued with the information, how they receive it, right? So it's not about what the translation is and whether it's mistranslated correctly or incorrectly or accurately or inaccurately. It's about how your mom, how your uncle, how your dad actually perceives the information. It don't matter nothing about none of that other stuff. It's how your mom, your dad, your uncle, how those specific people perceive that information.
How is their happiness?
It's not about their happiness.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
Because she can't be herself.
Absolutely.
Around her family.
For sure.
Because she's worried about their happiness. What they can tolerate.
Yeah.
That's wrong, babe.
Yes, it is. But you have to understand that you live
scary.
in a different world than she lives in.
I get
you also live in a completely different world than her parents live in.
But you teach people on your channel every day to be authentic to themselves.
Absolutely.
And their truth.
Absolutely.
Her truth is that she likes YT.
Absolutely.
So why?
Ty. It's not YT. It's Ty.
Sorry. I'm dyslexic.
It's okay.
She likes Ty.
Mm-hmm.
She's happy with Ty. Like, you my family, you not want to see me happy.
She doesn't want to be disowned. Clear and concise.
That's where you say that. I don't understand that because I ain't never had that. Okay.
Period. She doesn't want to be disowned. And while we love Ty, we like Ty. Ty is good. But the family there has to be an adjustment period for the family to understand what this is and what this means.
Well, my period is on Juneteenth. I'm telling the family we having a barbecue. Me and Ty is pulling up a goat teeth, and we making barbecue tacos. Nigga.
You're coming off, like I said, you're the second generation disowned kid. So you're like, this is much easier for you than it is for the first generation. She's the first generation disowned. Potentially disowned. And then we're trying to make it so that it's not disowned, that her parents just learn how to be better people. That's what we're trying to work on.
Well, you know what?
But she would be the first generation. You're a second generation. There's a difference here.
As a child from the first generation, I don't know none of my white family. My mom stood by who she is. She loved me. My mom wasn't a white lady who tried to be black. My mom is white as could be.
Absolutely.
She loves her sons.
Mm-hmm.
And she raised her sons well.
For sure.
Against obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong being first generation.
Right. You're not. You're second generation.
I'm talking about my mom right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, hold on. See, the thing is, you can definitely talk about it from your perspective, but you can never tell another person how to deal with their struggles. You need to be clear about that.
Her that she's
but when you're saying,
like my mom.
Hold on, you're being insensitive, and you don't know it. I appreciate your input, I really do, and I think that you have some value to add. But I think what you need to recognize is just there's a balance of sensitivity here. The sensitivity is that she's the firstborn of a family, Catholic family, who are ready to disown anybody who don't do right. There's pain there that she will receive regardless of how you put it. No matter how many butterflies you add to that story that you just added, that's going to be painful for her. So we need to have allowances and respect, understanding, and sensitivity for that. It's not about her family and what they think. It's about her.
Ask her what she think. Am I wrong?
You ask her.
I'm not even, you blocked me on that. I can't answer on there.
Oh, you can't comment?
No, you blocked me like 3 years ago.
Oh shit, I didn't know you was blocked in that way.
You never know that I'm blocked.
That you can't comment? I just thought I took you from being a moderator.
No, you blocked me on all your social shit.
What did you do?
Probably responded negatively.
Alright, let me see what I can do right here real quick. Let's see. Alright, so where do I need to go? Community? Let's try community tab. Adding it. Okay. Let's go to the dashboard tab. That ain't it. I gotta get on my computer, like on my actual computer. Cause this is like, guys, did I tell you guys my laptop? I spit in it, and it's through now. It's giving me a hard time. I'm gonna keep hope alive. Right now. Permissions. Creator demographics. All right, let me go pee. Listen. All right, let's see. So, and we got a big family. Oh, shit. So, she's the firstborn in a Mexican Catholic family with a black girlfriend, and they got a big family. Like, here, it's a lot we dealing with here. You're not seeing it only because maybe you just, you know what I mean? But no. Like, you know, like, when you really started getting an understanding of how big my family was, like,
I understand.
That's just, these mother Mexicans be doubling that. Like, my family's big. Mexicans double that because somehow their grandmothers and great-great-great-great-grandmothers still, well, you know, we have some great-grands down in certain areas, but not our immediates right now in my family. But there's some families that do have their great-great-grands that are in the South. The southern ones last longer, I feel, than the northern ones. It's probably because there was drugs and stuff like that in the northern communities than in the southern communities. Which I think is very interesting. Because now this is the first time I ever thought about that. The southern communities didn't get hit as badly with the drug epidemic as the northern communities did. Like Philly, Detroit, New York. What else? They got hit hard with drugs. The southern communities didn't get hit that bad, I don't think. Did they? Do you know?
No, I'm moving out here. I don't think about the shit.
That's something I have to look into.
I'm
gonna have to study that.
I know you're pretty young. You said you was like.
Here, I'm gonna give you this again. Can I give you this again? I gotta go pee.
No, you say you like about 24 or something like that. And so, I don't know if you ever seen a movie, Fools Rush In. That's one thing I can relate to, like a Catholic Mexican family. So, Fools Rush In, where it's like a white guy. Matter of fact, the dude that was from Friends, he was on it, Matthew Perry. And it had Salma Hayek in it. So that's only like Mexican family I know, like really Catholic, and a lot of brothers and family and shit, and people didn't improve. But I mean, Aqua might be right. You got to kind of ease in, but I don't like nobody ever having to feel like they can't be who they are. So like, is that kind of close to what your family is? I didn't see where you was from. Let's see. Can I see it? It's close to the border, maybe the family. I mean, Colorado Springs, Denver. We're talking about southern, by like the New Mexico part. You know, 25. What is it?
I go hard on hoes.
Yeah, you do. Pimp. Well, I'm kind of getting persecuted by my wife saying that I'm giving you bad advice, but but did you ask her? But everything she's saying is that she agrees with me.
And that's fine. If she agrees with you, then fine. But I just want you to be sensitive to what we're dealing with here.
But your whole channel was about people expanding.
It is.
People living in a authentic.
It is. It's still a delicate situation.
I don't get that. Why?
Because we still love our families.
I love who I love. And I'm going to be me. Like, nigga.
You don't come from a big family, though. That's the difference.
No, I do. You know the difference is I started a big family. I got 5 kids. 6 kids,
That's
5
still
living,
unrealistic though.
and 3 granddaughters.
That's still unrealistic though for people who come from big families, who love their families, and who don't want to.
So there are stipulations, and so you can't be you.
No, what I'm saying is, it's a little bit more tedious. That's all I'm saying.
Why?
Because we love our fucking families.
So you can't. We love our family so much we can't be us?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, we love and we care about our family. And family means something to us. So, in the decision and the choices that we make, we think about how our family is going to respond to us and how we're going to respond to our family based on those things.
So you willing to be unhappy because you're worried about?
I didn't say that.
So
that's the thing. Instead of hearing what I'm saying, you rather jump to a whole nother conclusion that I'm not giving you.
No, because the thing is that
you're making your own conclusions.
That's what it breaks down to. We have a big family, so we got to worry about what they think. So I'm gonna water down I will never water down myself.
Okay, cool.
Like I trust me, I take L's consistently, and maybe that's what you're trying to teach me right now. This is why you take L's, nigga, because you don't consider nobody but yourself. I think she's done. You want to take this over before I cut it?
You not giving more advice on how to not care about your family and your family's needs and your family's wants? Are you done?
Is there any questions for me, or would you like me to hand it off? Yeah, they done with me.
What?
So they're done with me.
No. Listen, I think instead of getting frustrated and to the point of frustration, I think really where I wanted to take this was more so being aware of the pitfalls of this whole thing. I wanted us to be aware of the pitfalls of this whole thing. Being aware of what could go wrong, while also being prepared for putting ourselves in position to be surprised by the outcome. But I think my concern here with Gino, and the thing is, I understand exactly what Gino's saying. That's not my issue. My issue is that the best case scenario is not that our family disowns us and we just have to deal with that. No, the best case scenario is that your family recognizes that they need to make the change and that something has to change. That's the best case scenario. But sometimes families, especially as it relates to religion, are stubborn as fuck. And that's just the reality. So I want you to be prepared for that, which I'm sure you are already. But I still want to have hope that we can make some change. We can make some magic happen, baby, you know? So my idea is that we make some magic happen. Let's try it. I mean, the worst that can happen, it doesn't happen, right? The worst that can happen is that it doesn't happen. And if it doesn't happen, we already know what to expect. Okay? I want Ty and I want my family. Like, I'm going back on some of your comments because I didn't see any of these. Yeah, I think ultimately I feel like we should just supersede all of this whole trying to let the family come to their own conclusions. That ain't gonna work. These motherfuckers are rooted in Catholicism. Let's just go ahead and move outside them lines. I feel like I've created some resources. Let's see what resources we've created for you here so far. I understand exactly what Gino's saying, by the way. I want you guys to know this. I'm not outside of understanding what Gino's saying. However, I also know that I know the importance of family, you know, and I know the importance of that whole dynamic, and then the religious aspects that come into it, which means that they can be disowned, you can be disowned, and stuff like that. Like, I know that whole element of life. So I don't want to be insensitive to your needs specifically.
You know,
Go ahead.
The crazy thing about what you just said is that I never saw the fact that I never grew up in a church as an advantage, or the fact that I don't have a big family, but it made me want to have a big family as an advantage. But now, like, as we're getting these topics in my later years, I'm like, I think they kind of worked out for the best for me, because I'm very comfortable, like, and like,
there's nothing wrong with you having the experience that you have,
fucked with me
but
anyway,
everybody
so
doesn't have that experience, and you're not understanding that there are people who have experiences outside of that.
I am acknowledging that.
Are you?
I just did. That's what. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I need to rethink that.
No, I mean, I just feel like what you're mostly trying to say is that I'm okay with this, so everybody else should be okay with it.
No, I'm just.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Everybody should be their authentic self, regardless of who fucks with what.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you preach on this channel,
mm-hmm.
nonstop. Be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Right. And so if you're used to a big family, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you have to become used to not having a big family, is that an easy?
How many people
is that
have a big family
an easy?
And felt as much unloved as I did?
Is that an easy plight?
You have a big family. Did you feel like they understood you? Did you feel like you were supported?
It's not really as simple as you make it sound with my family specifically, because we moved away from our family. So,
good.
You know, it's a slight difference. It's a slight difference. But I did, actually. Like, if we want to go back to, like, when everything was around, yeah, I did. Because when my mom was on some bullshit, my grandma was like, you ain't gonna do my grandbaby like that. When my mom was on some bullshit, my aunt was like, that's my baby. So, yeah, I did have support. Yeah. So, yeah. I do feel like important. Family is important. And I understand that you feel like you can live without family, and I agree with you. You can live without family. But should you have to?
I mean, yeah, you should have to if they can't accept you for who you are. If I want to be gay, I say, hey, we've been married for 20 years, but I got a boyfriend. You gonna accept me for who I am, or you're not?
Well, I have no choice. You got a nigga. You give a dick to somebody and tell them nigga. Then what do you expect me to do? So why is that different
from what she's doing? She's gay also.
What I'm saying is, here's the thing. I don't have a problem accepting what she needs or what she desires or what she is living in her life. You are talking about other people that we have no control over, that are family members, that have very strict desires about how they want to live their life and what they see in their lives. So you're not giving sensitivity to that.
I'm speaking to her and not her family, because
right.
That's who we're talking to.
Okay.
And she needs to be her authentic self.
Of course.
I don't know what it means to be
But
gay.
you don't also know what the pain is of not
of losing family.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know that part
so I don't know
of the
neither
process.
one of them, but I'm just saying,
but nothing. You don't know the pain of that exchange.
I know the pain of not being who I am.
You don't know the pain of losing your family.
I've done
regardless.
that. I do know that pain.
No, you don't. You didn't have to do that. Your mom did. You didn't have to experience that at all.
I've lost the pain of losing you. You are the biggest family I've ever had. So
what are we talking about?
But you sit there saying I don't know loss. I know loss.
I didn't say you didn't know loss. That's not what I said.
I know loss, and I know the pain. First generation, also.
You're a second generation.
No, but
what are we talking about? I feel like I understand what you're saying. You want to drive the point home of being authentic, and that's great. She's already knowing who she is. She doesn't have an issue knowing who she is.
then why hide?
Her family accepting who she is the problem.
I don't.
Not her knowing who she is.
So, all right, let me see this out because I know. Can't be me. I'll say that. I can't never be that. I'm glad I ain't been on no journey because I'd be like, nigga, it is what it is and fuck it. Like, I don't understand that. No, I'm not. Even when I'm like dead ass wrong and losing, I believe what I believe. I want what I want. Give a fuck who cut me off from my family. If I don't get what I want, I'm gonna be happy in me in that part. And trust me, I'm the most non-confident person probably listening right now. So I feel you though, because I don't have a big family yet. But I left anything I know behind because I'm trying to find me. If y'all don't fuck what I fuck with, that's cool.
Anybody have any questions? I just, at this point, this is...
Tell her not to be her around her people.
That's not what I said. It's never what I said. I never once said that, nor did I ever imply that. Listen, Eileen, I feel like if we work this technique here, that's probably the best bet. Let's work this let's work this law of assumption technique for you. Let's see how that works out. I feel like we can make that percolate. I got faith in it. Especially since Gino's over here talking on the ledge and shit. He's talking about you should just jump off the ledge. That's fine. Let's use this method since Gino's over here talking about you should just jump off the ledge.
I'm not saying jump off the ledge, baby. By her living her truth.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. That's what that actually means. The actual act of doing that means jumping off the ledge. See, the problem is you're at the bottom after somebody jumped off the ledge long ago. You're not looking at the person who actually has to take that jump off the ledge and go down. I didn't say nothing about that. What I'm talking about is that's what you're speaking from.
No, you said I was on the bottom.
What you're speaking from is there. That's where you're speaking from.
How is that? Because I've jumped off my own ledges.
What ledge?
I came here not knowing nobody.
Yeah, you did. But that's not because you were disowned from your family. That's not because... You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even trying to make you feel no kind of way, because I get what you're saying, but you're just a little bit further along the journey than we need to be right now. That's it. That's it.
So I'm further along on the journey than where we need to be. That's what you
with this specific conversation right now, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. She hasn't even come out the closet yet to her family. let alone that the person that she's been bringing to the meetings, to the family reunions and shit, has been the person that she's been with the whole time. Like, you gotta understand, all of that shit you have to have a conversation with. But you're not even seeing none of that. Like, that's all shit that has to happen. It's not happened yet.
I'm a second generation, jump off the ledge. My daughter told me at 16, like, no, I want to...
Second generation. Once again.
She's third generation.
She's third generation, but you're second generation. So what you're dealing with your daughter is you're still second generation. Because you're not hearing me. I feel like you have a level of insensitivity because you think that, oh, it's just, I get what you're saying.
By saying that, be you and don't be unashamed about
For
who
sure.
you are.
She's not ashamed of who she is.
Who your family
She's
thinks,
not ashamed of who she is.
Then why do they not know? Why Ty is not there?
First off, Ty has been visiting family meetings. I think she's at 3 at least. Ty's been at meetings. She's not ashamed of who she is. She just hasn't told her family openly who she is.
They know.
Of course they know.
Then
but
when
she
be authentic to herself,
when she opens
to her
up
family, like that's fake. That's not. Everything I know about you is about being legit, being you, be authentic.
Yeah, but I don't care how people view me. She might care how people view her.
Okay. I actually like the movement of niggas being gay as fuck. Like, I'm glad y'all out in the open with it. Like, that's what you should be. Be you. Be you. If you got some shit going on, let that shit be known. Let everybody know.
I'm not arguing that, Gino, and I don't think that that's the argument here. I think the argument that you're missing, though, is that there's still a delicate situation here that you're not understanding at all.
I've watched so many readings with you where you be like, this is what you're going through. You had to be true to yourself. You had to manifest who you want to be. You had to stand in your power. And then when I say the same shit that you always say, now I'm like being insensitive.
No, I'm not saying you're being insensitive. First off, I don't feel like you're being insensitive. I just feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying. I feel like you don't understand the scenario. I don't feel like you're being insensitive. I feel like you don't understand the scenario. That's it.
You're right. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Catholic. I don't have family. So, like, I'm really trying to listen to everything you're saying, how I'm kind of missing something. And I probably am. But also, I know the core of you.
This don't got nothing to do with me, though. This is somebody else's life we're talking about here. So that's where we got to be careful.
But
you can't just say shit because this is somebody else's life. If it's me, it's a whole different story. Because let me tell you something. In my family, I was like the warrior kid. You know what I mean? They would send me off to go do shit. You know what I mean? So most likely in my life, the way I lived, I could tell them whatever the fuck I told them and they would just accept it because I'm the warrior kid. You know what I mean? Like they would accept shit from me because I was the warrior kid.
Because you wasn't biting your lip.
Exactly. But that's not her life.
Well, why would you promote that?
I'm not promoting anything. I'm understanding and sensitive and aware that other people live differently than I do.
Then you want them to be free, right? You want them to be their best self. Be free. Be you.
Okay.
And be unabashed you.
Right. So are you going to be there to dry her tears?
If she came back
Shut up. Are you going to be there to dry her tears? Yes or no? Are you going to be there to hold her while she's convulsing from the pain of her family disowning her? She needs to be ready for that first before it happens. I know you're drunk right now, and I'm drunk right now. And when you're not drunk, you would think a little bit clearly, to think a little bit further, to understand what I just said, and to know that what we're talking about is what we're talking about. But you're not thinking past the bullshit right now. You're talking about the fluff shit. When it gets to the pain and the hurt, are you thinking about that part? Are you going to be there to hold her when she's convulsing from her family disowning her? That's what I'm talking about right now. Foresight. That's what you're not seeing, and that's not what you're not getting at. Is the pain that she's gonna be in.
I've been.
You ain't in that type of pain.
I've been through worse pain, and I held my goddamn self. So when
are you gonna be there for her through her pain?
When you tell me to shut up and then ask me a question and then get mad when I don't
First of all, I'm not mad. But what I want you to be aware of is that you cannot give advice to people when you're not even aware of the pain that they would experience.
But you do that.
That's not true. That's not true.
Advice. Do you know the pain I experienced?
Yeah, I do.
And you feel
I was there. I went through the pain before you did.
I'm the narcissist.
I didn't say that. But what I said was I went through the pain before you did, and that's the truth. That's 100% the truth.
Justification.
It's not justification. It's just the facts.
Let me go and shut up like I was asked to.
It's just the fucking facts.
Right on.
And the fact that you can't even recognize that is really fucking pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Really pissing me off.
I don't agree with you.
No, it's not about you agreeing with me. It's about you being sensitive enough to see somebody else's struggle that they may go through before it happens.
But that's funny.
Foresight.
That's funny you saying that because I am preaching your word.
What word?
Of believe in yourself. But you getting mad at me.
She believes in herself already. That's the part that you're missing.
The thing is
you're missing that. She already believes in herself.
I'm missing.
She just needs to speak with her family. And the reality is she has to face that they may decide that they don't want her to be in the family no more.
And she may decide that I wouldn't give a fuck because I'm going to be happy.
She may.
So that's what you should be.
Oh, okay. So that's what we tell her? To not give a fuck.
I'm sorry, I should shut up. You win, man.
I just feel like you're talking about something that you don't have no experience in. I do have experience in this. First-hand experience. And you're talking about some shit you ain't got no experience in.
I'm first generation, like...
You're second generation.
You keep on saying that.
You are.
Disrespectful way.
It's not disrespectful. It's the truth.
Of what I went through my marriage.
We talking about a whole different thing.
But it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Acceptance and being authentic.
Acceptance and authenticity. Okay, fine. I have no time for this. This is bullshit. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications every time I upload new videos. Smash the like button. Listen, my thing is this. Be aware, forewarned, and know what the fuck you're going into before you go into it. If you're willing to accept all the repercussions and all of the fallout from what you're experiencing, no problem. We can walk you right on through that. However, if you know that you do not endeavor to experience the worst possible case scenario, at least consider it and think about it before you make those moves. Don't be reckless. While I agree with your authenticity is necessary, I know that you receive and accept who you are. I just want you to be prepared for what happens if someone else doesn't accept you for who you are.
How can you tell somebody not to be reckless when you have shown me nothing but being reckless?
Are you sure? Because 12 years after you cheated on me, I didn't cheat on you out of spite. I cheated on you out of realizing that me and you wasn't gonna be together. So you need to understand that that's a whole different story than when you cheated on me.
How old is our son?
It doesn't
Our
matter.
youngest. He's almost.
It doesn't fucking matter.
He's 15
But since you
years
want to go
old.
there, let's go there.
He's 15 years old. So the 12 years you talking about?
I didn't cheat.
I put 15
12
years
years.
of not cheating.
Nigga, I put all those years in between. I never cheated on you. Until I did, which was once I realized me and you wasn't gonna be together no more. What the fuck is you talking about?
You being your authentic self, and I appreciate that. But you telling her not to be that.
That's not what I'm saying.
And I was your family.
And obviously you can't understand
First
it.
generation.
No, actually, I have a whole fucking family. You wanted to isolate me from my whole fucking family instead of joining my family. Instead of joining my family because they were willing to welcome you into the fucking family. But because you're so used to not having a fucking family, you felt like, oh, let's just isolate.
What?
The fuck is you talking about?
This
Shut the fuck up. Because I'm done with it now. I don't care what you got to say right now. Because you just insulted me. And you know what?
I insulted
You did.
You?
Absolutely.
When I said you didn't have no family,
Oh, I had family.
shut the fuck up.
I got a whole fucking family.
I know, you just pointed it out to me.
Exactly.
And you told me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.